What's up, everybody? Welcome to another week, JMO Show. I got a lot to talk about today, but unfortunately, I am still on location and I'm not able to catch up on a lot of the shows and give you the updates on some of the things I normally do. But believe me, it's almost over, and I will be back to be able to catch you all up pretty soon. And I'm looking forward to it because, man, I hate being behind on Snowfall and the housewife drama and a bunch of other stuff. And so, I'm want to catch up and give you all updates as well. I'm lucky that a lot of shows that I normally talk about are not on right now. So that was fortunate. But I still came through for all you guys. Another thing, all of you all that support me on Twitch, I wanted to do movie night yesterday. I was more tired than I realized and overslept. And then when I woke up, I was like, well, it's too late now. It's like midnight. So that's what happened. So I had to give you my apologies on that for Twitch and movie night. I didn't want to, do that. But I guess, the itis got to me along with the tiredness and other things. And I wasn't able to crank it out. But pretty soon I will be back to the normal routine. And, I can't wait till I can give you all a lot more behind the scenes info and updates when all this stuff is all said and done. I got my damn shirt showing. I got a little taco meat coming out. I'm trying to, cover up my little taco meat. I don't want to scare the ladies away. All right. Jalen Sanders, what's up, Jalen? I appreciate you coming through. One Journey, what's up, One Journey? Sweet Serenity, girl, where you been? What's up now? I need you to come up on here now today. Snowfall and the Oval are fire. See, I'm dying on this Snowfall. I'm behind. I only saw the first 2 episodes, and I've been gone since, so I'm behind on Snowfall, but I will be catching up. Believe me this. I will catch up. Believe me this. Okay. Tamika, what's up, girl? What's up? Sweet Serenity, thank you so much, sweetheart, for the support to the channel. Wow. You may be gone, but when you come through, you come through. I see you, girl. What's up? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Definitely want you to come up on here and drop some knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and put the link up in a little bit, actually, because I'm behind on some shows. You know me, I'm always going to keep it real. So I can't really talk about too many of the shows I normally talk about today, but I do got some news stories, and I know you got information for my peoples and everybody to hear. So as far as whether it's credit or, financial information, that we all need this knowledge and help. So I appreciate you. Stony Rock. Yeah, you got all the way caught up on Snowfall. You thought you didn't miss me. I missed y'all. That was on me. I overslept. I messed up. And I got to try to, get it together. I've been up and working, I guess, more than I realized. And so it caught up with me. But I'm definitely going to, be there. Hopefully this week I'll be back in the normal swing of things, and we can make it work. Let's see, Louisiana boy, what's up? What's up? Whitney, yeah, thanks, sweet, as always, and thanks, Whitney, for coming through. Sally Ann, hey, what's up? What's up, girl? Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Both Franklin and Leon need to learn and listen. Yeah, don't spoil it, Louisiana boy. Don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna watch it though, and I'm gonna get caught up and tell y'all what I think, and I'm gonna actually do some separate Snowfall videos too, the way I used to do Empire and Power. So I want to do that as well. So I'm looking forward to getting back at home and getting back into the lab and getting some stuff cranking. So, I appreciate it. Angel, hey, what's up, Angel? Missed you as well. I remember used to see your name in comments all the time a couple years ago. So it's good to see you back. I appreciate you. All right. So one of the things I'm gonna talk about right quick that's in regards to TV and movie is I got a Power Book 4 update. All right. We'll get on into that real quick. So Power Book 4. Now this is according to the Express. I'm not too familiar with this newspaper or online site, but according to the Express, now this is not my opinion. I will be on Power Book 4, but I'm not a main character. I don't really know too much about why they doing this. But according to Express, the reason for Tommy going to Chicago over California, they have a theory. Now, all of us that follow Power knew that Tommy had a connect, that he was going to probably make something happen in California when Power last left off. Now, we saw him back in New York because Tasha had his name in his mouth. Hey, you, I'm gonna have to shut you up. You put my name in your mouth about the killer that your son is. Oh no, I'm canceling Christmas, New Year's, the rest of the calendar on your ass. Anyway, it say that it's not gonna be in California, despite his setting his sights on the West Coast, and they say that fans may have figured out why. So it says that Tommy, of course played by Joe Sikora, is heading to Chicago to face off against the Irish mob in this upcoming spinoff, Power Book 4 Force. So he going against the Irish mob. I'm the Italian mob. You want to go against the Irish mob. It says that many fans were assuming the star's fourth installment would be in California, which when Power season 6 ended, I thought he would be going to California too. But as I know, and you all know, because they've said this before, it's going to be in Chicago, which is why I was in Chicago. Anyway, it says that their theory suggests that he in the Windy City maybe as just a pit stop on the way to bigger things. So they saying that many of the Power fans have worked out what will draw Tommy to Chicago in the third spinoff. It said that, as we know, it's currently filming in Chicago. It's going to premiere on Stars after the first seasons of Ghosts, which was over in January, and Raising Kanan, which is what I said. Some people ask me, when will this actually come out? When will you probably see me? I know I'm the star of the show. I know. No. But anyway, I think it probably won't come out to either around November, December, or January, February. So it ain't going to be done to the end of the year. Anyway, it says that, most people, before they found this out, were surprised that it's going to be on the south side of Chi-Town. I was surprised when I was told that they was looking for this and filming it here. I'm like, what? Anyway, it says, although he took the detour to confront Tasha at the end of book 2, it says that from one of these set photos, that it's going to be around the Altgeld Gardens area of Chicago, which is rough. Okay. Altgeld Garden area. Hey, that's not a good vacation spot. I tell you, it's not the Hilton. Okay. You don't go there to relax. Anyway, these are some of his pictures that he posted on there, but this right here, he took this and posted this on Instagram. And of course, whatever he posts, according to the show on Instagram or social media, they want him to do it. That's part of the show, because we had to sign NDAs. They specifically say don't tell anything about the show or post any pictures on social media. So if he's actually posting this stuff, they want him to. And so this ain't a place you just go to vacation and go to visit and take pictures of. And also, he probably took this picture last month because there's still snow on the ground. And when we were filming, it was still cold and snow on the ground, whereas now it's not that much snow on the ground in Chicago. Either way, Tommy about to go to the hood. He in the wild hundreds. He in the wild. Now it says that this seems to have flown in the face of Tommy's promise at the end of Power Season 6 to head to California before he took out Spanky. Meanwhile, a casting update for the series has confirmed that Tommy Flanagan is on board as the Irish mobster Walter Flynn as a mentor and potential rival for Tommy Egan. As speculation for the upcoming series reaches the tipping point, fans may have deduced what draws Tommy to Chicago at the beginning of Book 4. On Reddit, one fan proposed, interesting to see Tommy spending more time in Chicago before California. Might be trying to set up a pipeline. That'd be a long pipeline, but that would be interesting. Oh, and also, I got to catch up on the new Walking Dead series too, season. Anyway, it says that while another replied, facts, he's going to make those connections first before he heads out to Cali. Now, despite the latest news, most viewers are still convinced Tommy will make it out to California at some point in the series' future. Book 4 has yet to be renewed for a second season, though another installment of Book 2 Ghosts is currently filming. Now, one thing I will say is that I was part of filming the pilot episode, so who knows? And normally shows don't get renewed for a second season until at least they've aired a couple episodes of the current season. They don't normally get renewed for 2 or 3 seasons before any of the episodes have aired. So because it hasn't been renewed for a second season doesn't really mean anything yet because the show hasn't aired yet. And also, they may change things from the pilot episode. They may want to reshoot it. They may choose to do a lot of different things. So who knows? It says, though, with Power's popularity on the up, Tommy could eventually use his connections and experience in Chicago to set up his own network in California in the second season. I don't really see why he would go to Chicago to set up something in California when you could just go to California, so I do have a theory on why he's in Chicago, but I don't think it has to do with that. I think because California is not really allowing people to film and produce movies and television right now. And places like Chicago and New York are. And so I think they just said, well, we'll just go to Chicago and film it. That's what I think. I think it really was done because of that. And they may write in, the story a different reason, of course. They can't say, well, because of COVID, I decided to set up shop in Chicago. They ain't going to do that. But I think that they may write another reason why he in Chicago. But the real reason, I think, is because of that. Because they didn't allow the filming and stuff to open up. Now, they say other people speculated that it eventually could turn into a more permanent stay when he discovers what Chicago has to offer. Now, let me see what some of y'all comments. Yeah, All Gale Gardens is rough. You may not want to go up in there. There ain't a place to visit. Let me check out a couple of you all's. You don't always comment, Angel. It's all good. I appreciate you. What's up, Young Slim? Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, everybody, don't forget to hit that likes, man. I appreciate all the support. You say Massachusetts is what? Open for business? I may have missed what you were saying. Now let me go ahead and put the link, and I got a couple stories to talk about. Anyway, what do you guys think would be the reason Tommy goes to Chicago? To be honest with you, I don't really have a good reason as a writer why they made him go to Chicago instead of other than if he going to work with Jason and the Serbians, because remember Jason was from Chicago, but Jason is dead thanks to Ghost. So if he went back to Chicago because of Jason, that might end up getting him killed. Plus, Jason was with the Serbians. They weren't Irish. Let me get a little taste of happiness. So you guys let me know, what is your best theory on why Tommy went to Chicago? Okay. I got Sweet Serenity getting ready to join in a second. All right. Hey, how you doing?
I'm present and accounted for.
I hear that. Well, you're looking good. I'm glad to have you back.
I have been sick. I thought I had COVID, but I'm taking 2 tests, and
no.
They both came back negative, but I have all of the COVID symptoms. So, girl has been on her behind.
Right, right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Somewhat. My ears all clogged up. I'm all congested, so I ain't out to do it yet. But
so what was it that you had?
We have no idea. I don't have the flu. I don't have strep. I don't. Yeah, it's not a sinus infection. I have no idea. I guess it's just a bad cold. Yeah, I said if I wasn't all clear by tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go do another test because I'm not 100% certain that it's not COVID. Again, I'm having all of the COVID symptoms. It is not to the extreme, as you can see. I'm on here with y'all now, so
right. I'm glad. Yeah, well,
present and accounted for. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate you, baby.
Yeah, and you're definitely gonna be in my prayers as well.
Sister, immunocompromised, so it's kind of scary when I first got sick, but
right. And yeah, I've been worried a little about myself coming and doing all this, but they do a lot of testing and things.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went back this last week, they said somebody had tested positive.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they caught it, I guess, and they said they isolated and did the contact tracing and things. So I feel a little better being in that. Plus, everybody wear masks and things.
Okay.
One thing.
Hey, so silly question. I'm sorry to cut you off. In regards to that, is the whole COVID or anything COVID related going to be wrapped into this storyline? Like, will you guys have on mask at any point on the show as a result of this? Great, because I'm really sick of all of my favorite shows have now turned into what's going on in the world. And I mean, I get you have to tie the storylines together and, you know what I'm saying, keep it realistic, but everything we watching is about freaking COVID. Damn, Black Lives Matter, and like, okay, oh my God, don't you watch TV to get an escape?
Right. You're right. Same with sports. You want to get away from all that sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, no. So what we do is everybody wearing masks and stuff. But as soon as they say about to start rolling, everybody take them off. They got a lady that got a tray and she hold everybody mask in different compartments. I just take mine and put it under my shirt or put it up under one of my rolls and put it to use a glove compartment.
And, I am not about to play these games with you. You're so silly.
And then I'm good. So like now from what my experience is that people are filming things and they mask is either in their pocket or somebody is holding it. And then as soon as they say cut or stop rolling, everybody put them right back on. So, and some of the favorite shows you are watching and actors, they got a mask in their pocket or something. But yeah, put it in there.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Thank you, Distro. You're so sweet. Y'all are awesome. For real, for
Yeah,
real.
definitely. I got somebody else here.
Hey, hey. Sally
Michael
Ann.
McHale. Who is this? You there? Okay. I guess not. All right. Hey, appreciate it, everybody. Glad everybody here. You know, this is a good point, and I'm gonna bring this up. So it's good to be woke or basically conscious of different things, but it's a tipping point. And I watch Bill Maher. I don't agree with everything he say, but Bill Maher be telling the truth sometimes too. And he had a point about China um, on his last episode, and he was saying basically, and of course he's a comedian, but he said that right now they basically eating our lunch. They coming for us. And you know how people say when you eat Chinese food, you be hungry in an hour. But his point is that while we are worried about a lot of this so-called woke stuff or things that are offensive or how we can't get anything done, they have built new cities. They got high-speed rail. They got everybody going to college and all kind of stuff, and we aren't getting anything accomplished and falling behind. Like we don't even have high-speed rail in this country.
So I'm not gonna get too deep into it.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm not feeling that well, but I'll say this. I think what is happening over here in America in particular is by design. We can agree that, you know, through the course of history, America has shown time and time again that it cares nothing about taking care of the people, but the people taking care of America. That's the whole plot. So when you speak of other countries, i.e., China, being able to successfully continue building their society, that is because they have unity and everybody has that common goal to get this done. In America, we are so, oh, this is my right, this is my freedom, that it causes division. And so that is a big part of the reason why COVID is still so rampant here as they want to portray. I'm not downplaying COVID. I'm just saying I don't think it's the same. It's on the level that's being reported. But the longer we are in this position, the more that basically they profit. That's all it is, really, in the end.
Yeah, because he made a point in 2 generations. China has built 500 entire cities from scratch, moved the majority of their huge population from poverty to middle class, mostly cornered the market in 5G technology and pharmaceuticals. You know, most solar panels and 5G towers and all of that is made in China.
Yep.
And then he said they bought Africa. And if you all don't know what's going on with China and Africa, y'all might want to check into that. It's a lot to go on, and I ain't gonna get into it too much. But basically, they've been invested in China, in Africa's infrastructure, and all kind of different stuff. And basically, they kind of halfway own Africa, which is something the United States. Not to say they should own Africa, but we should have been invested in Africa and different things. And you know, United States used to be the leader in, you know, helping other stuff, but you know, lately we've been kind of isolationists. And also, we ain't really been building up where we should here, which creates jobs. That's why we talk about infrastructure bill, but don't never get anything passed. So, you know, he said they got the high speed rail. We got none. He said they built a building in what? A day, a week? He said we worried about Mr. Potato Head got a wee or not.
Listen, again, this is all by design. This is the setup. This is the scheme. Yes, we are sitting up here worried about Mr. Potato Head and freaking Dr. Seuss. However, ain't nobody sitting up here talking about this law that New York is trying to pass, where these kids, where basically no gender is acknowledged, if you will, in the state of New York, like for schools and stuff like
that.
Yeah. They don't want you addressing your parents as mom and dad because that's transphobic. Okay. So
some things
nobody's
going
freaking
too
talking
far.
about
It's not
this.
that deep sometimes.
Exactly.
You know.
So again, this all by design.
Yeah.
You want us focusing on this so that you can not pay attention to the fact that freaking Bill Gates then bought up 90% of the farmland here in America. He's also buying up a great portion of the railroads here in America. Why does one man, one lone man, need all of this? Okay. For what purpose?
That is deep right there. A lot of people don't know that he's the largest private owner of farmland in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's deep. And then Bill Maher made a point. He said that it took 10 years for a bus line in San Francisco to pass environmental review, not to be built, just to pass it. And it took 16 years to build the big dig tunnel in Boston. But they built a 57-story skyscraper in China in 19 days. And Beijing Bridge was demolished and rebuilt in 43 hours. Now, China is a totalitarian state. I'm not saying we need to be a totalitarian state, and they got a lot of other issues and things, don't get me wrong. But we used to get things done too. You know, when the expressways was built and different things, we used to do things too in this country. And now I think we getting far away from that stuff.
Yeah, with your comment about China and Africa, has anybody heard or seen the video of a mountain? It's a literal mountain that these people are basically digging on and trying to dig up, and found out that it was 100% gold.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
There's a video out there showing it, and that is really crazy. So,
hey, new distro, that ain't alleged. They did. They gave the rapper Akon $1 billion line of credit so he can build a new city in China from scratch, all modern, all solar, all electronic, everything. Yep. They did. They sure did. Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like he could never get that type of money, and he could never build anything like that here. It would be so many regulations, so many problems, so much thing. Not to even get into being prejudiced and then that whole aspect of things. It's just we didn't went too far one way, and then it just I don't know.
Listen, as far as that goes, I'll say this: as Black people, and there will come a day. Let me preface this statement by saying this: there will come a day where it's not going to be like this. Okay, but if we don't realize our worth or don't really understand our worth, just look at exactly what we're talking about. Why is it that all of these other countries and all of these people of different racial makeups outside of being Black have such a fixation on Africa? And before anybody says it, I know Africa has the most natural resources on the planet. So obviously that is the reason, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we as Black people are definitely a major perceived threat to the rest of the world, period. Because the rest of the world has the understanding of, if we do ever come together and put all of our minds together, we will be unstoppable and we truly will rule the world, period. And that's why everybody's trying to overtake it. So to make it even plainer,
yeah, I mean,
Beyonce said, "You know you that be when you causing all this conversation." I'm just saying, I'm gonna leave you right there. So,
hey, the one thing people always say this or that, but people of color don't never think about taking over the world or getting revenge or harming people. That ain't never on people's minds, but everybody else always thinking they in power, they do this, do that. Don't nobody never think that way though.
Exactly.
You know, DEA, I'm working on 2 TV shows right now. Actually, I'm about done. So yeah, it's been a great experience. But yeah, man, like Akon, being able to do that and stuff. That's crazy. What is it, Jacoby? You say what I think about the Black Mafia new show? It has been supposed to come out forever with 50 Cent. That's a true story about Big Meech and them.
Big Meech.
Yeah.
Eric Hoover whipping work. Hallelujah. Is Big Meech out of jail now?
He is. I didn't know that.
No, I was asking.
Oh no, I don't think so.
I was hearing that he was supposed to be getting out sometime soon. So
okay.
Kind of interesting. To me, coincidentally, they're gonna come out with this show at the same time that he's getting out.
Right. Just like Rick Ross came out of jail when Rick Ross was finally using his name and stuff. But,
exactly. You remember he wasn't even able to go to Detroit. They told him, if you come up here, bro, it's a wrap for you.
Right.
Yeah,
you ain't lying. But he got that history. They don't want him to get into doing what he used to do. But anyway, let's see. Stony Rock, you say I agree that the feds do overstate the COVID situation because some people died, bodies were never tested, they were just buried. See, part of the problem we have with the distrust with especially people of color is that they don't always do the right thing sometimes. Like some people, because they said, and this is alleged because I'm not a hospital worker, so I don't know, but they were saying some people were crediting some people as dying from that probably didn't, but that if they had more cases or funding, they get more funding from the government or state if they said they treated more cases or something.
It's all about capitalism. Yes, they definitely have said that if it was a point, say you died in a car accident, but they tested your body after your death and you found out that you had COVID, even though you may have been asymptomatic. The car crash isn't what killed you. COVID killed you. And that's how they are classifying it. Why are they classifying it that way? Because there's more money to be made off classifying it that way. And also it helps with the fear mongering. Again, not saying that COVID is not a real thing and that people are not dying. Yes, we are. However, if I tell you that 3,000 people have died from this pandemic as opposed to 3 million, of course you hear 3 million, you're like, nah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this vaccine. They ain't trying to die. Capitalism in control.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know, man. So a lot of older people that I have known and spoke to, because they're the ones eligible right now to get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
They all want it. Like older people really believe in the government. They really believe in the science and everything. And no matter what I say or whatever I try to do, not to say I tell people don't do it. I just try to tell people be cautious and wait at least to see, because everything is so new and they making a lot of changes. They don't do it. They listen. I don't know. And you would think older generation will remember a lot of things and probably wouldn't trust it, but it seemed the older generation trusted and want to do it more. What do you think?
Yeah. I was talking to my grandmother yesterday and she asked me, was I going to take the vaccine? I told her no. I asked her, you going to take it? She was like, hell no. I was like, cool. I'm glad to hear that. Here's what. Older people, of course, are more at risk and vulnerable, and I think more willing to take it because they've heard that so many older people have died when they've caught it. So I think that's more or less what it's about. But yes, the whole not doing the clinical trials and all of that, this is the clinical trial. That's why they got the FDA approval so quickly to be able to bypass it, because had they tried to, go through with it, even though they didn't test it, the losing train of thought. FDA would not have approved it. So I'm pretty sure it was some little backroom dealings going on. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll test it out on the people now, because none of these vaccines, Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, whoever, none of them have done clinical trials.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So, hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
And I'm not saying don't take it. I'm not saying to take it. All I'm gonna say is get as much information as you all can, because your health is the most valuable thing in this world.
yep.
You
Yes,
know,
it is. Health
and
is
we
wealth.
all take it for granted till we get it taken away from us. Then we realize,
Mm,
oh my God, I used to do this. I used to feel this way. I used to could do this. Oh man, I'd do anything to be back there.
yep.
You know, and it's always sad we don't take it. We take it for granted until it's taken from us. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah, I know I did. I took my health for granted. Um,
Me too.
right. So, and then you got to think about it. It's the only thing you can't buy. Like Steve Jobs was a billionaire.
Hmm.
You think he wouldn't have gave or spent whatever he could have spent to still be alive? But when he had the big C and it was time to go and they didn't have nothing for him, what can you do?
Hey, what can you do?
Right. So, he's ain't no money, anything worth your health.
No, it's not. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I
Speaking of
heard it's
health,
crazy.
I got a quick segue right quick. Go ahead and say what you say. I'm gonna pull it
I
up.
was about to segue into something else too. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, we was talking about health and we was just talking about a little bit of discrimination worldwide. This is something I didn't know even took place, but they have organ transplant discrimination.
Yes, they do. And the supposed reason why that is, and I'm not necessarily against that policy. Um, of
But
course,
they
I'm sure.
said people that got Down syndrome, autism, or other
Yeah,
disabilities can be
I'm not cool
denied
with that.
transplants
Not
because
cool with that.
yeah, because that's like saying, well, you no longer are valuable and your life is not a contributor to society. So since you're disabled or you got autism or Down syndrome or diabetes or you had cancer, we're not going to put a good organ in you. Just go lay off and die. I mean, hell, you almost dead anyway. You ain't
Yeah,
healthy.
that is not cool. It's not ethical. The part where I was saying I don't necessarily disagree with it, I'm kind of conflicted on both ends. Is say you have an alcoholic who, what I'm saying, needs a kidney transplant, and this person has been an alcoholic for 40 years or drinking for 40 years and really hasn't shown any signs of letting up, but he needs a kidney. I'm not certain that I would necessarily, and I'm not trying to be the judge or jury of anybody's life, but I'm not sure I necessarily would agree with a kidney going to that person and somebody else needed it for reasons that's not self-inflicted.
Right.
Now, nobody, you know what I'm saying? If it's a choice between just two people, that's what I'm saying. But
Right.
you're on your own,
I
yeah.
know some people that had cancer and they still smoke.
Right.
So, like, should they have been treated for cancer? They smoke now.
No, they absolutely should. I'm not saying don't receive the care.
Right.
I'm
But
saying, okay,
it is something that is kind of crazy though, too.
I'm saying if me and you both needed a kidney transplant and I was the alcoholic, okay, and my situation was more dire than yours, maybe you can go another 6 months until another kidney is available, but I need one like tomorrow. So
Right.
which person do you choose? That's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily sure that I disagree with the discrimination if it's a situation like that, because your issue was self-inflicted. This issue or my issue was self-inflicted. Your issue may have been, you know what I'm saying, a genetic defect or something like that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But yes, absolutely. Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, has gotten sick or ill or whatever, regardless of how it happened, definitely has the right to medical care for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that's a slippery slope too, because
it is.
Like my doctor is kind of all in my damn business, and like that's kind of pissing me off because at the same time, like you're my doctor. I'm not a criminal. I'm not like on house arrest, or I need to be checking in and doing this and doing that. And different things. That's not fair to a person. So because I get injured or sick, now you have the right over my life. Certain things you can dictate where I can go, what I can do, what I can't do. I gotta get this done, get some refill every 30 days.
Yeah, that's
Else,
crazy.
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
And you can determine whether I can get this treatment or not this treatment. Like that.
Well, the same thing is happening with COVID. They're saying that the hospitals basically have to pick and choose who gets a ventilator. Okay. And so if it's a point of an older person that's in their 80s, as opposed to a person that's 35 years old and still has life to live, hey, they're giving it to the 35-year-old and not the 80-year-old. So,
and that's again, that's it. Yeah, because I can see people all the time that are somewhat healthy and they in front of the liquor store asking for change. And you know what I mean? But then I'm not maybe as healthy as them. But then if we was both laying there because they younger than me, then they would determine they got this or that when they ain't doing nothing with their life though. And is that their choice to make anyway?
Very true.
Now I'm saying I got a better system. I guess you could say first come, first serve type thing. But I don't know. You know, I didn't put into the thought of what would work best.
Absolutely.
But man, if it ain't because of money, it's because of something else. You know, like I just think that back in the day, doctors and lawyers were such well-respected professions that we kind of let them have more power than they should. You know, and did you see when I was talking about that that movie, that TV show, Baby God? Let me see if I got it. So that's another segue right quick. But let me see. I go on IMDb. But on Baby God, I think that's what it's called, or something to that effect. Oh, shoot. He was a fertility doctor.
Oh, I think I saw something about that on, I think American Greed did an episode about that.
Okay. Yeah, because he was a fertility doctor and he was using his own sperm to put in these women. And yeah, and this is real. This ain't like a show. This is real. I didn't even rate this, but I would give it about a 7 because it was crazy. But this dude was, and these women knew something was wrong. Like he would leave them, and as a woman, you know how to put you in the stirrups with your leg open. And once he get a look at that little cuckoo, he like, hold that thought. And then he go in the next room and then produce a little, baby batter, and then come on up in there and stick it in. And the women was getting pregnant. This dude got like 100 kids or something now.
He wasn't American Greed. You just made me remember. That was a Law and Order episode. I remember that episode. Yeah, the guy in John Stamos was the doctor that they were talking about. And he ended up having like 47 kids or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's worse is that if you're alive right now and you find out that that's what happened to you, what could you do to stop that? It's in your DNA now. Like if you have kids, you're perpetuating his crime. I mean, really, when you can't like get it out of you, you can't. What can you do? Now, do you be thankful that you're alive? Because your mother may not have had a child if it wasn't for that. But at the same time, like some of these people were talking about, they always felt weird with their family. They were like always nerdy and their parents wasn't this type of way. And then they all wore glasses damn near just like this dude. He got strong genes because they all kind of look like him.
That is sickening. It just is.
Yeah.
That's rape by proxy.
Really? And he didn't think nothing of it. He thought he was doing a certain well, actually, this really gets a little deeper because in his older age, he adopted 2 girls and then he would perform the stuff on them. So like women all go to your checkups and things.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if your dad was giving you the checkups and
That is disgusting. Come on.
yeah, like you 10
didn't
years
need it
old and he
in
want
my
to check
brain.
you up? That's not right. You know,
Uh,
but they said in the interviews we loved it because we felt safe knowing somebody was there that loved us doing this. Come on, man.
now what now?
If my mom or dad wanted to check my wee wee and stuff, do all of like it's even more invasive. They was like squeezing and pulling and stuff when I'm like 7 and 10 years old and stuff all the time. I mean, that would be a little weird for me. I don't know how that would affect me. But this really is deep. If y'all ain't seen this, it's on HBO. It's only like an hour, hour and 18 minutes. And you're gonna be like this. Your damn bottom jaw gonna drop. Or if you got HBO Max, it's on there. Baby God, check it out. What
Definitely.
to watch.
You guys heard about the story from, I think it happened yesterday in Nashville with the girl who was shot and killed by the cop after a traffic stop. Anybody hear about that?
What happened?
And there's video of it too. Okay. Number one, let me preface this by saying I do not believe in any shape, form, or fashion that anytime the cops kill a person, especially a Black person, that it is about racism. I'm gonna say that first.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Not just purely as the only reason.
I don't think that in a lot of cases. And one case, this is one of those cases, and the other case that sticks out to me, that's not about police brutality is Rashad Brooks. Okay. Reason why with Rashad. We saw that whole confrontation go down. Everything was cool, talking to the cop, complying, X, Y, and Z. Whatever the cop asked him for, or whatever happened, because I don't remember the exact details, but he was the one who provoked the situation and then ran off. Now, I agree, somebody running off is no longer a threat to you. So, hey, why are you going to shoot him? But I don't feel that situation was police brutality. I don't feel like that at all.
And what's his name? I'm going to pull it up.
Rashad Brooks. That was the guy who was killed a couple of weeks after George Floyd here in Atlanta.
Wasn't that by those guys following him or no?
No. This happened at a Wendy's. I forgot what happened, why they called the cops on him in the first place, but it happened at a Wendy's. And like I said, the beginning of the confrontation was normal. It was, guy was talking to the cop talking to him. Didn't seem like there was any conflict that was going on. But then after a few minutes, like I said, don't remember what exactly happened, but the cop either asked him for something or it was a point that he pushed the cop or punched him and then ran off, basically. Okay. So with the Nashville case from yesterday, the cop stops this woman, and I think they said that they stopped the woman because they were looking for a suspect that they had a drug warrant out on. And once she pulled over, they realized that the guy wasn't in the car. So the guy the cop then tells her, let me check your license and all of that. And then he asked for her purse because he said he had reason to believe that she had drugs in the car. And he did see some weed. No, she told him that she had some weed on him, but there was also some white powdery substance that he was, suspicious of. So she gives him her purse. And then a confrontation ends up happening. Also, the whole time this is going on, again, there's video. You can see her kind of like reaching for something. She's acting real suspicious.
And this is
no questions.
Nashville?
Nashville, yes.
Okay.
So then the cops tell her something and she starts running away. Okay. As she's running away, she gets her gun and shoots at the cop 3 times. Of course, the cop returns fire and now she's dead. So.
Well, yeah, she done messed up on that one.
That's what I'm saying about me feeling like all of these situations,
She
and I
was
hate
white.
that.
She said she was black, right?
Yeah, this is a black woman. Yes, that's it.
Let's see
Yes.
what I can see on this. Oh, Big Shirley wasn't gonna run far, no way. But don't boom. No. Anyway, um, one thing I learned in dealing with the cops in Chicago is, man, be as cool and calm as possible. Who gives a damn? Yes, sir. No, sir. I did that. I'm sorry, officer. I apologize.
You're so damn silly.
Slap on the wrist, please. And then when they leave, I talk back regular again.
You are a hot mess. Yeah, I mean, it is sad. That has to be our interaction.
It is bad, but hey, man, I'm alive. You know what I mean? Like, everybody want to fight, argue. You ain't got this, or you that, or man, what's the right, man?
Yeah, you know what? So I would say, although we do know that cops kill women as well, i.e., this situation, but I would say, obviously, there's more danger, in my opinion, for men than there is for a woman.
Yeah.
However, in contrast,
you all get like in Crash.
The same thing.
Squeeze up on you and do other things too and violate you in a way that they don't do. But they actually did that to me one time, actually. They pulled me over on the side of the street and they say they looking for drugs, but he damn near had my pants pulled open in the middle of the street looking all at my wee-wee. I'm like, man, normally I get $25 every time, or more. You getting a free peek? I don't know.
I'm done with you, Jay. Well, I would say that experience for Black men is synonymous to. Did you hear about the Sharon Osbourne and the Sheryl Underwood thing?
I got that on here. I'm gonna talk about that. You talking about with the Meghan Markle stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's our equivalent of what we deal with on a constant basis. The same way that it's
believing you or something.
Say that again.
What do you mean? Like nobody believes you?
No. What I'm saying is, when a Black man gets pulled over by the cops, he's automatically perceived to be a threat, right? And that's what, you know what I'm saying, makes them in fear of their life, right? Feeling like their life was in danger.
Right.
And I'm saying, as a Black woman, for us, the situation becomes us being a threat if something like what happened with Sharon Osbourne and Sheryl goes down and we can't really respond and match the same energy because we're aggressive. We're angry Black woman. You know what I'm saying? It's weaponized against us when we become assertive and set boundaries. So it's the same thing. Y'all's is with the cops as men, and ours is with pretty much everything else in the workplace, but definitely with white women, i.e. Sharon Osbourne, Sheryl Underwood.
I missed that. I'm going to ask you to tell me about that in a second, and I'm going to pull it up. But I want to say one thing that I've had Black women express, and I've heard and seen. I haven't personally experienced it, but Black women have said that white women, and I don't think white women may be trying to be malicious all the time when they do this, but they comment on a Black woman's hair or touch it or act as if, is some type of its own entity or something. Has that ever happened to you? Or if it has it offended you?
Jay, of course that has happened to me, especially because I wear wigs. Okay. It's always a point of somebody coming up to me, running their fingers through my damn hair. And because a lot of non-Black women don't understand how wigs work per se, especially for Black women. Like the one that I'm wearing right now is called a half wig, right? So all of this up top is my hair, but this isn't. Okay, so I'm saying all of that to say they always come up and run their fingers through my hair and they're like, but it's a wig though, because they can see my natural hairline right here.
Right.
So how did you do that? Like, how does this work? I just pulled my hair out and flipped it over the wig. Like, that's how it works. Don't touch my damn hair. Like,
I learned you don't mess with a black woman hair, even in sex.
No.
Be careful. But I thought all women wore wigs.
Jay, that
Not
statement.
like regularly, but I'm just saying, like, I thought all women may have had a wig or something in they,
Now, Jay,
repertoire.
we don't want folks coming for you, so let's not say all, okay?
That's why I say you may have one in your repertoire, but you may not wear it all the time. You may pull it out.
There's a whole lot that don't wear wigs.
Weave, or I thought all women did either wore weave or a wig or something
okay.
green. I didn't know that was something all women didn't wear. You see, I got mine on here. Something wrong with my screen. It's frozen.
Yes, it is. You've been frozen for a minute.
I didn't even notice that. Somebody said what's wrong with my screen, and now I see. Now is it back on or no?
I can't see you.
All right, well, I'm gonna be working on this. You can keep talking while I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, listen, it's kind of crazy that certain experiences that we have as a people turn out to be misunderstood and gets all twisted and convoluted. It's just real messed up. Like I said, we can't respond to somebody. You sitting over here talking crazy to me, and you're talking into a tone that is disrespectful. And when I give you that work back, you back.
I'm back.
Now it's the point that I'm the angry black woman.
Right.
No. So with the whole Meghan Markle thing, I didn't see it either. I just saw the headlines about it, and I did see the clip where Sharon is going off on Sheryl. And you can feel the tension through the video. Like, it's crazy. And she's crying. You tell me. And I forgot what she was asking her to explain, but it had to do with Piers Morgan. And you explain to me how I can be a racist and blah, 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 blah. And so Sheryl was getting ready to respond. And she was like, and don't you start crying. That was the issue right there. Boom. That was the issue. You have weaponized your white woman tears against this woman for something, number one, that doesn't even have anything to do with you. And number two, you know what I'm saying? How in the hell are you going to tell somebody else how to respond to something that they can't cry? And I know a lot of y'all probably know this already, but especially us women, we live it every day. But the whole strong black woman thing, I think a lot of that is where I think situations like that is where that statement came from and that term came from, because we are not allowed to show emotion, period. And so because we've been conditioned like that from birth, as a black woman, that you can't raise your voice. Okay.
So for black men, are you the bad black dude? Are you angry? Are you violent?
Exactly. You can't do all of this when you talking. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop de whoop. You can't start clapping. You can't have your feelings.
I don't want you to start clapping either, though. Yeah.
Listen, that's cool, fine, and dandy. However, okay, if that is how I choose to express myself,
that's true.
Then that's how why do you get to express yourself the way you want to? But it's a problem when it happens with me. And yes, our own men do that. Sorry, I gotta say y'all. When y'all have messed up and violated boundaries and overstepped boundaries, and we call you out on your bad behavior, oftentimes you guys will definitely, absolutely come at us about it ain't that serious. You're being dramatic. So the analogy I always like to go with, you walk up to me and slap the hell out of me. And when I start crying and jumping up and down because this is how painful it is to me, you tell me, oh, it didn't hurt that bad. Why are you doing all of this?
Right. That's true.
What? Are you serious?
I know when y'all start to go and do the clapping of the head and this and that, boy, Sister Show can cut deep, get up under your skin, though.
And you know why that is, Jay?
Why?
You know why we do all the clapping and the this and the that?
Why?
Because we got all of these years, not only ours, we had our moms, grandma, all of our ancestors, because we have not been able to express ourselves this whole time. So yes, I'm gonna do all of this to you because I'm trying to get it out my system. I don't care if I look like a robot. I don't care if I'm transforming and doing all of this. Clap on, clap off. I want you to understand, okay, what I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, it definitely works, boy. You get it.
Yes, it does.
So,
Definitely does.
that's funny. Let's see.
Hey, Trini. I have not forgotten about you, boo. I have not. I promise to God I have not forgotten about you. And I will holler at you. I'm going to be honest with you. It'll probably be sometime next month because I'm still trying to get through tax season. So I have not forgotten about you. I got your message. I love you. I'll be here for you, baby. I got you.
Hey, that's what's up. We got a little family here, man. That's
yes,
the thing I like about this all being started is everybody get to network, and you know, it may not be as many as some, but the quality is excellent. So I appreciate all of you all.
Man, I heard about a stupid law today. Okay, let me not say stupid, even though it feels stupid to me. Did you know in the state of Oregon that you can't pump your own gas?
What?
Yes.
No, why?
Yes.
So
the entire state, it is a law. It's a law. You cannot pump your own gas.
I ain't heard that. What is that?
That's a law in all of Europe.
I don't have the slightest clue as to why not. So somebody
just said that's a law in Europe as well. My brother Jack D, you over there in the UK. What's up, brother? Y'all got a law where you can't pump your own gas? They probably don't enforce it. If it is. So,
Sheena, I heard Jersey was the same way. Can somebody please explain to me?
Let me Google it.
What that is about. Like,
I know they got a lot of what they used to call blue laws, you know, back in the day. But as far as that, I'm definitely not familiar with. I'm about to pull it up. Let's see. So what should I say? Law in Oregon.
Say gas law in Oregon.
All right, gas law in Oregon. Ideal gas law in Oregon. All right, gas law in Oregon. Where in the state can I now pump my own gas? Starting May 24th, 2020, Oregonians may pump their own gas only where allowed by Oregon statute. What? See, this is where self-serve is allowed. Self-serve is no longer allowed in areas. Is this because of COVID, maybe?
I don't think so. I think this law predates COVID.
Right, well, let's say right here that they had been suspended to address the impacts of COVID. That's the only reason I could think they do that. You don't want people coming in and out of the gas station all the time. Sit your sick ass in the car. I'm going to pump you. You get up out of here. That's the only thing I can think makes sense other than that. And
when I heard that, man, I was like,
pump.
What the heck?
Now, here's a good question. What happens if you pump your own gas? They light you on fire in this mode.
Stop it.
It says the fire marshal is responsible for enforcing this rule. They can fine the gas stations $500.
Wow.
Maybe per person or per offense.
Wow.
100 people come in there or more at $500 a pop, you in trouble.
Well, speaking of $500 a pop, has anybody got any stimmy yet?
Hey, I got that on the list to talk about as well. Let me go ahead, since that's a perfect segue. Let me go ahead and bring it up.
Corvette finally got my stimulus check.
You got yours?
No, I didn't. I did it.
Okay. I'm about to say, oh, snap. Because they say that they did start to maybe come out this weekend for some
Most people that have direct deposit will get theirs on the 17th.
Okay.
Most of us that have it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got direct deposit, but we'll see. I didn't get nothing yet. Jack, my brother Jack over there in the UK said they ain't got that law right now.
Okay.
But you know, it may be they may just not be enforcing it. because the truth be told, the fire marshal don't really probably have the resources to enforce something like this.
Yeah, that's the stupidest damn law ever. But
that would be something that somebody would have to report tail on. Then they would come and see you got a bunch of people coming in and out, and then they would go ahead and probably fine you. I used to like full service gas though. I used to like that. I was surprised when I first came outside of Chicago, though. When I was in Indiana, they still had pump first, pay later.
Oh my God, I so missed that.
But,
I remember that changed back in 02, 03 when gas prices started going up to almost $2, and people were just running off, not paying for gas, basically stealing gas. So.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it came in handy a time or two when I needed it. Appreciate you. Nah, that ain't something I normally did, but one time I was stuck somewhere when I was younger, trying to come home from work, didn't have much money, and it came in handy. But I didn't fill her up. I wasn't gonna try to be dirty like that. Just give me. I got 5 on it.
You got 5 on it, Jay?
I got 5 on it. Yeah, I'm like, hey, man, y'all got that put into the bottom line. Y'all ain't gonna miss that gallon or 2. But they don't do that no more. Coco said this gas law used to be more common for 2 reasons. People used to pump and run, and also people used to cause fires for improper pumping. That's what you heard. I know the pump and run was real. I used to pump and roll.
Stop it.
Pump, flip it over.
Pump it up. All right, Joe Budden.
Hey, Jack say they still do pump first, pay later in the UK.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. I don't think
it's interesting.
It's very few places in the US that do that now.
Jack, why don't you hop on this live, man? I got some questions for you. I'm curious. If you're in the UK currently?
Yeah, he in
man, hop on this live. You need to tell us what's going on over there. What y'all got going on?
Hey, I just put the link there, man. All you got to do is click on that link right there, brother Jack. Come on through, man.
Come on through.
Hey, he's a good dude, man. He I've been talking to him before I had a YouTube channel. I actually met him through PlayStation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we used to play this game called Elder Scrolls for years together, and we became friends. You know me, I'm talking all the time and saying stuff or whatever. So, we probably known each other about 7 years now through that. It's like my pen pal. Yeah.
This is the second time today I've heard the word pen pal.
Oh, yeah. We got to find what number that is. We got to play that.
One Journey. Are you serious? I didn't know that.
What did One Journey say? Oh, Quick Trip in Georgia still allows pump and pay. Wow.
I'm going to try that tomorrow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right. You can go ahead and get you some free shit.
Boy, stop. Listen. There's so much going on right now. I'm on the brink of my breakthrough. I don't need no negative energy. We need this to come on through.
Right. Hey, T-Baby, this is a good question right here. So T-Baby said he had a hard time. I've had a hard time accepting our very own families not supporting one another. What is a way I can get over this, Jay? That is not an easy question and an easy fix, but I will say this. It's not really on you. It's on them too. So the best thing you can do, and I'll let you chime in on this, of course, too, Sweet, is to just focus on what you can do and what you want to do. And unfortunately, a lot of times if you become successful and stuff, people will come around and try to do things of that. And if that is the case, you just know who's been there for you the whole time and who hasn't. And like a reference to the Bible, like Jesus said, they let the bad people grow or continue to live with the good. You got to separate the wheat from the tares. Otherwise, if you cut it down too soon, you won't know who is who and which is which. So basically, while you coming up and going through the struggles and things in your life, You know who was there for you and supporting you before you had that and during. Now, once you are successful or doing whatever you want to, or make it to wherever you want to be, then whoever comes around and then wants to say this or that, then you know who was there first and who wasn't. Then you know who you can trust and accept with more of your friendship in life versus who you can't. You know.
Totally agree. So here is the revelation that I have definitely drawn a conclusion to. And it's a hill I'm willing to die on. I tell my daughters all the time, it is not my job, contrary to popular belief, to teach you everything you need to know. That's not my job, okay? My job as a mother, as a parent, as an elder, is to lay a firm foundation for you, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally, okay? And after that, you build upon that foundation. Now, if I have done a good job as a mom, you've got a solid foundation to build upon. And now it's up to you how your house turns out, basically. And this theory, in my opinion, is supported by, if you look at school, for example. You know how you're in school, and I don't know if this is applicable across the U.S., but I'm just going to say, when you're in school, you know, from like kindergarten to maybe 5th grade, you have one teacher, right? Then in 5th grade, they start transitioning you and getting you ready to go to middle school. So they give you different teachers, right?
Yeah.
Different teachers teach you different subjects, right? So when you're in high school and college, math teacher, science teacher, English teacher, so on and so forth, they teach each discipline. Parenting is the same way. Family is the same way. It is not any of our jobs to be everything for one person. Okay? That is not even possible. So, T baby, to circle back and answer your question, that was the foundation I just laid for you. Your family is your foundation. And as people, we really have to let go of this romanticized idea of what family is supposed to be. That is a false narrative, okay? Because we're all individuals and we live, learn, and grow every single day. And growth is change. So yes, people do change, you know what I'm saying? Because they're growing. And what served them before no longer does. So it's wintertime right now, right? We get ready to go into spring. You can put your boots up, you can put your coat up, you can put your hat and scarves and gloves up because you're going into a different season and you don't need that anymore. You need what's going to serve you for the spring. So if your family is not supporting you the way you want to be supported, and I would highly encourage you to really sit down, analyze, and think about what support means to you, because each of us gives new meanings to words. Okay. Right. So what I may deem to be support is not necessarily what Jay may be deemed to be support. So figure that
it's part. Not always about money.
Right. It definitely is not.
Right.
It's a point of maybe they're supporting you at the capacity that they have at the time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so family, this word, learned this 2 years ago. Very hard pill to swallow. Family is who you choose to share your life with. Relatives are just people you're related to. Blood is what makes you related. It does not make you family.
That's
so good. Jay, your family. You know what I'm saying? I share with you, you share with me, ... You know what I'm saying? Obviously, my kids are family, the people in my circle. So identify who your family is, T baby. Figure out what support means to you and what it is that you're looking for as far as support. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. And if at that point you're not getting it from that person, don't be upset. Take the mindset of, this is not something that they can give right now. You cannot give, you can't pour water from an empty cup, okay? And if you pour water from a full cup or try and pour more water into a full cup, it's going to overflow. So it's two opposite ends of the spectrum. So listen, if at some point you're just not really feeling supportive and they are casting doubt or being pessimistic about your goals and your dreams, you have the right to say, you know what? Well, that's cool. I'm just going to back away from you for a while and I'm gonna leave you alone.
Right.
Period. And you find your own support system. That's what this is for. It's not their job to do everything and be everything for you. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing I just add into that, like you were saying, different levels of support, what people can do. Somebody may be able to support you more financially because they got it that way, but they may not have the time to sit there and talk to you or tell you when your times is tough that, hey, pat you on that back, whatever, you can do it, this, that, and the other. You know, it's some people that are able to do both, you know, and some people that could have, but they didn't. You know?
I'm going through this situation with a very extremely close relative to me right now. I got a message from this person yesterday that just, it was very simple. I'm on hiatus, leave me the F alone. I text them back and I'm like, hey, what's up? You good? No, I'm not. Okay, well, is there anything that I can do? No, it's not. Okay, what I need and what I want, you aren't able to give me. Okay, cool. What I did need from you was for you to pick up the phone and talk to me. Okay, well, I can't support you right now in that way. I got about 3 different jobs that I'm working on full time, my 9 to 5, my business, my side hustle. Okay, I'm also a mom. I'm raising freaking kids. It's a damn quarantine. I got to help with homework. My niece done moved in with me. She in freaking 6th grade. I cannot sit on the phone with you, okay, and listen to your problems right now. I'm sorry. I don't have the capacity to do that. Does that mean I don't support you? Does that mean I don't have your back? No, it does not. I can support you by saying a prayer for you. If you're in a financial jam, I can, you know what I'm saying, give you some money. That is the way that I can support you. So, see, babe, I'm glad you started your own business. Oh, here's a quick thought, manna from heaven for you, because you said you started your own business, seemed like you lost everyone. Okay. Tell God thank you, or your higher power, whatever you believe in. Tell the universe thank you. Because what has happened right now in this moment is you've ascended to a higher level. Okay. Everybody can't be an eagle and soar. You have to have chickens. You have to have crows. You know what I'm saying? You got to have hawks, owls, all of that. So don't look at that as a negative thing. You don't need that right now at this phase in your life. Maybe the universe is trying to teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet and stop leaning on your family so much because they may be enabling or being a crutch.
Or they may not believe in you as much as you believe in yourself.
And that's okay.
By subtraction. And I got a segue on this right quick too about a show, because I ain't been able to catch up on all my shows. So I've been in this hotel and I did watch a lot of History Channel, which I'm a big history.
Can I say something before you make that segue?
Go ahead.
See, baby, what kind of business did you start, number one, and what can we do to support you?
There you go. And so while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to start to open up and work with other people. So if you know how, because like I do all this stuff or I don't have time or whatever, but if you know how to make good thumbnails, then I'm going to allow people to work with me and make thumbnails. And then I'm going to put your link in description box so people can hit you up, and now they can hit you up and get business and you can start making thumbnails for YouTubers. If you are good at SEO, which if you don't know what that is, then that ain't you. You ain't good at it. But if you are good at it, search engine optimization, then I'll let you work with me. And then I'm going to put in the description your links and everything so that you can now get business and start working with other people and getting paid and out there. You know, if you good at whatever it is, I'm going to start to make this like a community type thing instead of just only
I love it. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking about. That was what I was thinking about with your Wednesday episodes. Like having, obviously, hey, all things credit and finance. All right, one show we can do something about that. Hey, if you want to learn a new skill set that isn't going to take you too much time, let's get somebody on the show. Let's engage each other. Listen, ain't nobody coming to save us.
No,
Okay.
you got to put yourself out there and try, and we can work together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
yes.
What I was saying about that segue, the show I've been watching is The Food That Built America on the History Channel. Man, this is a great show. Like Kellogg's, Post cereal, Hershey's. Like these people was pioneers in things, doing things, and like Colonel Sanders, you know, a lot of us may know this story, this or that, but they really show the whole thing. And we all know maybe he started a business and failed so many times until he became successful. So like, man, you believe in yourself. Nobody gonna believe in you more than yourself, you know. And so if you got that belief and you starting your business, go for it. And
absolutely,
yeah,
yes,
it will
do it.
come out in the end for you.
And don't harbor any animosity towards your family on them not being there for you. It's okay to love your family from a distance. Hell, I done cut off the majority of my immediate family. I think I told y'all this story about my aunt passed away 2 years ago. And in my attempt to help set up her arrangements, I ended up becoming a target and being accused of all kinds of evil, nasty things, such as, oh, I'm trying to steal something or whatever the case may be. And it really hurt my feelings to my core, because I'm like, here I am trying to let y'all have y'all moment to grieve, even though she's my aunt. You know, and I miss her. I wasn't like torn up and devastated about it because it was kind of known that it was getting ready to happen. But I'm trying to take some weight off of your shoulders. And now I'm being accused of trying to steal from y'all. First of all, steal what? Number one. But anywho, after that, I was like, you know what? Y'all can have this. I'm good. If I see y'all in the streets, I will speak to you, ask how you doing. I'm not wishing no ill will on you, but I'm love y'all from a distance. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
right
you got to do it that way. Because another thing I learned when I was younger, I'm glad I learned this lesson when I was younger in my early 20s, is you can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves. You know, so you may want to help them, or you may want them to help you, or believe in this, or you want to show them this, but if they don't see it or want, you can't, like they say, lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You'll go crazy worried about trying to do certain things for your family and stuff, and do this and that, and then they don't see it and do this or that. You know, nobody, I think my mom and my son, the only ones that believed in me starting a YouTube channel. You know, they say a lot of other people, what you know about YouTube, what you know about making a video, what you do this, oh, that ain't gonna work, da, da, da. So, you know, sometimes you just got to go out and do it.
Yes, and you'll be much more happy that you did it.
Yeah. Even if you fail, at least you know you went and did it, instead of that, I wish I would have, I could have, should have, would have, what if. That'll drive you crazy.
Yes, it definitely.
Yeah. And yeah, as far as this show, Food That Built America, damn, this is really good. And they got the reenactments. You learn a lot of stuff. First of all, though, you got to like knowledge and want to be a history buff. Because if you don't like knowing about how things are today, like the Coca-Cola, like we know it's in Georgia, but the guy that invented Coca-Cola died of stomach cancer, and the dude bought up 2/3 of the company before he died. He didn't even have any money. And when he died, the dude that owned 2/3 of the company came to his funeral and bought the last remaining share from his widow while she was still there. That's like dirty. And and he was like, I want to buy the remaining share. I'll give you $300. And the son was like, nah, 300 for me and my mom. He thought he was doing something, dude. And little did they know, he had already paid $2,000 to the owner before he died for the shares that he had.
That sounds similar to the Victoria's Secret story.
Wow. I heard that story.
Yeah. I don't remember the details about it, but that sounds familiar. Like the Victoria's Secrets.
Man, they talk about the McDonald's brothers. They sold the rights to McDonald's and everything to Ray Kroc, which they do got a movie on Netflix called The Founder, and it's got who played Batman at first? The first Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is playing Ray Kroc. He bought the rights to McDonald's for $2.7 million. Everything. And now it's worth billions.
Wow.
Yeah. Now they didn't see the vision, the McDonald's brothers. They used to just sell because they made the kitchen and made it like an assembly line.
Okay.
And they used to sell how they did it to other business owners for $900. They would like give a class and show you how they did it.
Wow.
The guy that started Taco Bell was there. The guys that started Burger King, it used to be called Insta Burger King. They was there. It showed all kind of different people that came through. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. The cheese, Kraft, and how they built Kraft cheese. Like Kraft used to be cheese used to be a moldy product that used to come in a wheel, you know, and then they the ones that started putting it in glass jars and then making sure it wasn't moldy and this and that. Heinz with the ketchup, man, like people before, you didn't know if your food was even fresh or not. So people used to use ketchup because a lot of times they had half old tough meat, sometimes even moldy meat they had to cook, and so they didn't know what the hell they had, and they would use ketchup to cover up the taste.
Oh my, okay.
But they didn't use tomato-based ketchup. It was it was from Europe, so it was like it was now fish type smell, all kind of different stuff. Use different things, so it didn't taste much better. And he decided and figured out how to make a tomato-based ketchup, and the rest was history. But
all right now,
yeah, he the first person to use electricity in a warehouse even before Henry Ford. And he's the first one that created the assembly line, and Henry Ford took that from him and used it in the auto. And I was taught in school, Henry Ford started the assembly line, but he actually started the assembly line like almost 10 years before Henry Ford. Yeah. So like these guys in like
the world out here, man.
Yeah. Oh man, they had to go through a lot. But yeah, it was good. If you all see that, it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you like history and interesting stuff, you know. So T Baby, he said he a believer and the God do work in mysterious ways. Here's T Baby right here. Welcome to the show. T-Baby.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey,
good.
I'm glad to have you, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm pretty good, man. I was just tuning in, man, and I had to ask the question, and I really do appreciate you guys' advice. Really do.
No problem, man.
But that's what we're here for. You know what? Y'all know me and my epiphanies and revelations. I was talking to my mom Friday, and I've been in this weird space for the last 2 years. I broke up with my boyfriend, long-term relationship, 10 years, whatever. Been single ever since. And then I had to move. Then I got sick. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now all is well, right? It's kind of crazy because the pandemic really has not negatively affected me. Actually, for me, it has been the ultimate blessing, which I always feel bad when I say that because so many people are struggling. But I'm sure a lot of y'all might be able to understand this and relate to it. With where I'm at right now, with everything going so smoothly, it's scary. And I know that sounds stupid. It's actually like scary. It's like me holding my breath for things are going a little bit too well for me. You know what I'm saying? So when is the hammer going to drop, you know? And I was talking to my mom and she was like, what makes you think that the hammer is going to drop? I'm like, cuz mama, everything has a time and a season. So, okay, right now, this is the calm season, which means the next thing that's coming is a freaking tsunami or something. And she was like, you know what? Because that's how you think, that is what's going to happen. Without going out into detail about that, the revelation that I came to was this. especially for us Black people. We get so used to being in the struggle that that's the only place we know to reside in. And anything outside of that, we self-sabotage. And I felt like that was what I was doing with myself, self-sabotaging what I have going on, because again, it just is going so well for me. You know what I'm saying? So, see, I said all of that to say to you, T baby, when I told you that you should really consider the people that are no longer with you or supporting you a blessing, I'm saying that to you because right now this is going to be your stretch of road to travel alone. And it's only alone for this, you know what I'm saying, for a minute, because you're going to meet the people you need to meet along the way. Okay.
See, it's something,
everybody else ain't got off your bus. And they need to get off your bus because you need to make room for the people that's on their way to get on your bus. So that's why it is a blessing. Okay. And that's why I say, don't be upset about that. That was their stop. That was where they needed to get off. You know what I'm saying? So now the next group of people that you encounter are going to be the ones that get you through this season of your life. You got this, baby.
And see, it's something. It really is something, because it's strange. It's something that's like when I'm down and out, it seems like they attack me more, and then I get a little something, and they want to come and they want to get what I got. But when I reach out to do something different in my family, it's like nobody's used to starting anything. You get what I'm saying? It's all 9 to 5 thing, you know.
Right.
And reach out, try to break the curse, and do something different. It's like I lost everybody. Even like I used to go over to my cousin's house and play spades with my favorite cousin. I mean, it's like she kind of give me the cold shoulder.
Now, what kind of business you got?
Yeah, what you got going on, T-Baby?
You ain't building the bomb, is you?
It's so funny, Jay, because you was talking about it earlier. I seen one of your videos earlier. You was talking about how you was in Chicago and you needed a ride or anything. I'm doing a non-emergency medical transportation service. So
like a jitney service.
Business, yeah.
Right. And it just kicked it off. And see, I was working for my cousin. He been in it for 10 years. And I was working for him, and he don't even it's so crazy. He don't even want to give me no knowledge on the business. So I liked it so I liked it so much that I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing, because the customers love me, and my mom, she works for TransAid, so she has experience in it, and we just good drivers, you know, good people. So
hey, you doing the right thing, man, and don't worry about that, because that, I don't like to say back to slavery or this or that, but that's a mentality of, we feel if you doing this, you gonna take away from me, where it's enough for everybody to go around. You know,
exactly.
Like
that's how I feel.
I wouldn't put nobody else
in
the show because that'd be taken away from my shine or something. Like, no, it's enough for everybody to go around. If I help you, you helping me, we all can come up together.
Listen, that's an identity crisis right there. What I mean with that is, so many people wrap their identity up in what they do, not who they are. And so, no, I'm not going to share my knowledge with you because this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? And basically, you would be stealing my identity, and I would be left with nothing.
Right.
I told him I'll pay for the knowledge. I said, man, look, you know, I'll give you a little something. Just let me know. I was going to be in like a county that was about an hour away from him. You know, he just didn't want it. He wanted to do it.
Yeah,
something.
But that's also like what Sweet was saying. Sometimes then he feels right now he's in a position of power and doing this and that. And if you and doing the same thing, well, now he has an identity crisis because now he feel he ain't above you, or, you know, I ain't the only one doing good. So everybody won't, you know, float my boat, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that's a bad way of thinking, you know, but that's something the way the Black community think, unfortunately, because we have also been made to not have enough opportunities. So sometimes people feel, well, if you doing this, then that's hurting me too. but it's not true. You
Right.
know, unless you in a town of 50 people, then you know that's a little different. But
See, baby, like I told you earlier, it's not anybody's job to be everything for you. Okay. And that statement sounds very applicable to where you are right now. It's not your cousin's job to teach you. So
he was
tell
his
them
job
thank
is the
you.
inspiration for you.
Exactly.
Now you move on to
There you go. There we
Right,
go.
right.
the
The
And see,
job was the seed. He was the seed. Okay. So
Right.
now somebody else is about to come along and water the seed, and he is not the
Right.
one to do that.
Yep.
And see,
Yep.
I understand that. I didn't expect nothing out of him just because of the type of person he is. But when I talked about my family, I'm talking about my immediate family, like, you know, my brothers and sisters, my mother. Like it's more like they can't see what I'm trying to do, and
Well, also,
it's like,
I just want
go
to
ahead.
say one thing. I ain't trying to cut you off, but keep in
No, you
mind,
good.
majority of people are conditioned to be workers
Yeah.
and
Come
not
on,
to be
Jay.
Yep. You're right. You're
entrepreneurs.
right.
So
You're
they're gonna
right.
look
Yeah.
down on that because it's more risk, so to speak, and they're gonna see the risk and not the reward.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Right.
See, baby, they also can't see because of what I said earlier. You have ascended to a new level.
And you were so right about that one,
They
Jay.
cannot
You
see
really
on
were,
that level because they are
because
still where they are.
you know it's all about growth, and I
Yes.
see myself getting better at just certain situations, certain decisions that I make, and then even my own mother, man, it's like she had a certain jealousy, man, and I just, it kind of breaks my heart. It really does. It's like it really does for real. It's like
and how
what
old
you
are
can't.
you?
Well, I'm 32 right now.
Okay, so your mom is at least what in her 50s, 60s or something like that, 70?
Mom is about, yeah, she's 57. Yeah.
Okay.
Late seven, well, late 50s, early 60s. Yeah.
Okay. You got to keep in mind that older generation see
Ooh,
see the world differently too.
come
Like
Yeah.
on now.
my dad is like that. He don't necessarily try to hate to put me down. He just don't see the world the way I
He
do.
doesn't understand it.
But you would
Yeah.
think though, since she worked for this company, she worked for, like I said, she worked for TransAid doing the same thing I'm doing for about 20 years. You would think that she would see what's going on at her company and see what I'm doing right here, that she would jump on it. But it's not even, it's something. It really
Well,
is, man.
she don't see the reward first. They see the risk first.
Right.
So they look at it as you putting all this money, you taking all this risk, you doing all of this. What if
Right.
it don't
Right.
work? When all you got to do is just drive, get a paycheck, and go home. But
Right.
some people, that's the difference between business owners and workers. It's not that they're smarter, it's that they had the risk, they had the gonads to take that risk. They saw the reward over the risk. You know, even that food that built America, like my son was saying, we was talking, and he was saying it was easier back then, but I'm like, no, none of this stuff existed.
Yeah.
So like you trying to put electricity in the building, electricity didn't even exist. Like it's new, but they saw the reward versus the risk. And even then his own people like, we shouldn't do this. This is crazy. You're putting up too much money. But then like they said, it's enough Heinz ketchup packaging manufactured that you can go from the earth to the moon and back every
Right.
year. That's how many is made. Like everybody knows what Heinz ketchup today because they had that risk and he was willing to take it and believed in himself. So who knows, man? Your transportation company may be the next yellow cab.
And yes, absolutely, it
You know?
can and will be if you do the work. I agree with what One Journey keeps saying. Honestly and truthfully, knowledge really is power. We say that,
That's
but
right.
I don't think a lot of people genuinely understand that knowledge really is power. So do your research. Right now, all of this energy that you have and all of the negative emotions that you have about your family, I want you to find I want you to meditate, number one. And like I said, just kind of identify a few things. Number one, identify what is the real hurt here. Is the real hurt here that they don't believe in me? Is the real hurt that they're throwing roadblocks in my way? Or is the real hurt that I had an expectation of something that they didn't necessarily live up to? And be honest with yourself about it, because oftentimes, again, our expectations, we set them on the moon a lot of times. And it's just not cool. You know, everybody is not going to try and reach up there to reach your expectations. I'm not saying that that is what's going on with you. I'm just saying, like I said, be honest with yourself. And after you've done that meditation and identified all of those things, create yourself some sort of plan. The plan I'm talking about right now is, hey, I don't really know how your business necessarily works, but maybe it'll be a point of, hey, I have this Facebook page or Instagram or whatever, and my goal for this week is to get 1,000 likes because I'm trying to get my name out there and get people to know who I am. Set yourself some small goals and channel that energy back into you, because again, this is a blessing. This is not something detrimental to you. It's not. It's not. Right. It is not. Right. Okay? Right. Your cup has been emptied so that God can refill it with your purpose. That's right.
It. And I'm not gonna keep bothering y'all with this, but see, my wife, she said,
nobody, man. You ain't bothering nobody, man. You good.
See, I'll be sending you a bill.
Plus, you don't know who may be watching and listening. Exactly. Inspired from this as well, man.
Most definitely. See, my wife, she said the same thing. And see, I went and got everything legit. And see, I went to school. I went to Winston State for business, and so I have all the mechanics to actually put this thing together, and it has been together. It's just like the backlash from everybody leaving. And like you said, one journey, it's just about my season and breaking open, you know, and getting what I desire, what I need, and what God has for me. Right. And so that's the thing. Like, it's like when I'm doing all this, like you said, do the research, all of that stuff. Doing the research, talking to certain people I got to talk to, spending this certain type of money, all of this stuff. It's something. It's something how your family would act and treat you after that. That's all I was trying to like. It's really
family, some of my closest family members then did me wrong to this day still or whatever. Right. But you know, you can't use that as motivation.
Yeah.
Like I use it as a positive. Oh, okay. I'm gonna show you.
Yes.
You don't want to support, you don't want to believe, you'll see you made a mistake. Now, I'm not saying I'm using it to like when the things go good, I'm gonna punish you or nothing, but I'm gonna remember that, and like when I'm not gonna start giving you this or that or whatever. We can be cool. I'm gonna forgive because I want people to forgive if I done somebody wrong. But at the same time, you were going to be in a separate category. You know what I mean? Versus people that has been there and supported. It's people that I never met, you know, that have supported me more than family members from even YouTube, Fudgy Babe or Sally or Sweet Serenity. You know, people have been there and talk or support, and other people, or Tamika or other people, Brother Jack. This dude is in the UK, and I talk to him more than I got family members that I've talked to. We don't talk as much because I don't be on PlayStation as much lately, but still, you know what I'm saying? So
you can't climb a mountain with 1,000 pounds on your back.
Really? And like Sweet was saying, relatives and family is two
totally different things.
Yeah.
So,
totally.
You know,
blood does not make you family. Blood makes you related. See, baby, you got this. Your business is definitely going to be successful if you put your work in. And right now, you are at the mountain climbing stage. So you had to get that weight off your back so you can get up this mountain. Please keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? And you said your wife said something to you. Okay, so that lets me know you have a backbone and a support system. Lean on your wife, you know what I'm saying? Right. Lean on the people that are supporting you. Don't focus your energy on those that aren't. It's not even really a point of, hey, I'm gonna show them. No, you are living your life and you walking in and on your purpose. That's it.
Yeah.
And they can't come for you or come with you on this ride, and that is okay.
Yeah.
You got this.
Don't let them emotionally blackmail you either. When
come on, emotional blackmail.
Oh, man, I tell you,
I hate that. That don't work on
Ooh.
me no more. Like if you been there and did stuff, then it ain't even I already know and I'll be there. But if you ain't and you didn't do this or that, like go on with that. Come on with the jokes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
They
know
don't
what
see
I'm
it
saying?
like they don't know what I put in when I was at school or in school. You know, it's like man,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Everybody
So,
wants to be successful, but everybody don't want to do what it takes to be successful.
Come on now.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
There you go.
Come on
There you
now.
And that's the real truth. Everybody want to have the bling and do this and that, but it takes work. You know,
Ooh, Jack, get me started on that conversation.
yeah, for real. And like brother Jack say right here, like he's a mason, and I ain't talking about Freemason, but he's a bricklayer and things. And like in the UK, they still make a lot of brick buildings and things, and he's like really good at building a lot of that stuff.
That's
But
what's up.
yeah, he's really good. I told him he'd make a killing over here, especially building brick stuff, because that's really expensive to build brick buildings over here and homes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he'd be a millionaire. But and we was
Yeah,
trying
you
to
got
figure
this.
out a way to get him over here too, baby. We put together a business and then we'd be making some real money. But anyway, he knows from working for other people that they gonna treat you like sheep while they making all the money. They give you a piece.
Right.
You know, they get the whole money from the person, and then they give you a little piece per hour or per job or whatever. You know, but everybody ain't ready to go and do what it takes to get that whole pie.
Right. Right.
You know,
And a lot of people don't even want it. That's the other thing. You know, it's like that saying, and you said it
Right.
a few minutes ago, Jay, about leading the horse to water. I shared that with y'all one time already.
Mhm.
Yes, you can lead the horse to water, and no, you can't make him drink. My question always is, who the hell told us to lead the horse to the damn water? How do we just assume that the horse does not know where to find the water? And if you did lead him because he needed help, what makes you think that he's thirsty? Listen, come on. Stop that mess. Listen, you walk on your path and I'm going to walk on mine. Easy as that. Point blank and the period.
Did you got kids, T baby?
Yeah, I do.
That's all
Actually,
you really need to worry about, your kids and your
and
wife.
see, they are my inspiration.
There you go.
I just had a son born January 28th on my
Oh,
birthday.
Congrats. And that,
Oh, my birthday,
that
man.
made you happy as can be. It's a whole new joy you never had.
Right. Gotta be there for them and teach them the ropes, all of that. See, that's what I'm saying. I think One Journey is right about that. You know, guys definitely put me in another space where I'm gonna have to fend for my own family. You know, my other family is
There
like,
you go, baby.
Right.
it's
Exactly
like
right.
it's like they getting further and further away. And I hate that. See, I'm a family guy. I love my family, but it's
Right.
you get what I'm saying?
We get caught up in that. Boy, we do.
Right. And I see a lot of things about that, like, yo, your family can do you wrong. Your family know you the most. Your family can
Yes.
drag you into all that, you know. So, yeah, you're right about that. So I'm just making a transition from my
In your
old family to my
transition,
new family.
Yeah, because
There you go.
actually at your age and what you're doing, your real transition is now you are
Yes.
a man. And you
Yes.
are the head of household. You are the man
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
You have a wife. You have a child. That is now your responsibility more. You no longer, not to say you don't love your moms and everybody else, but now you ain't the son as much no more as you are the dad and the husband.
Right.
See, baby, can I say something that's gonna piss you off?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry ahead of time. Sorry, I'm really sorry.
It's been a lot to piss me off.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it. You want to know what your real issue is?
What's that? Mother.
You're scared. And that's why you so hurt about your family.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why you so hurt about your family not supporting you, because you scared that if you go out here and do this by yourself, you don't have no safety net. Ain't nobody gonna be there to catch you when you fall. But baby, let me tell you something.
And they don't say I told you so.
Let me tell you something. You said you
Somebody
were
just told me I was scared of success, man.
Baby, you are afraid. You are scared as hell, and that's why you like, man, my family need to have my back. No, boo. This is your journey. and you done went to school and you done got the knowledge, so you are well equipped. You got all your safety harnesses in place. Okay, your family is not supposed to be your safety harness for this journey for you. You got this. Stop playing. Cast that fear to the side and go on and climb that damn mountain, boy, so we can really hear about you and see what's popping. And on that note, let me ask you a question. Do you have your business all the way set up? Like, have you registered with the state and all that?
LLC, everything, yes.
Yeah, you need to come to our Wednesday session.
Yes, sir.
Because Sweet Serenity got some financial.
Yes, sir. How old are your kids? I know you said you just had one.
Okay, I have a 4-year-old son, and I have a newborn. He's only a month or two right now.
Okay, let me give you some manna right quick with your 4-year-old. I mean, you can do this for both, but definitely go ahead and do this with your 4-year-old. Please, please, please go ahead and add your 4-year-old into your business. What I mean is make them one of the officers of your business. Okay.
Hey, they do it all the time. The rich people.
Yes.
Talent made it. 1-year-old son, the producer.
There you go. Exactly. So anytime you experience any type of success with your business, your kids will. If you give your kids an allowance, that allowance is payroll. Save it. That's going on your taxes because you paid your employee. Also, while you're doing that, make sure that you add your 4-year-old as an authorized user to one of your credit cards that you don't use that much, that has a pretty decent limit of at least maybe about $2,500 or more. If you have that, make them an authorized user. And so that way, when they turn 18, they will have perfect credit with credit history. Please do that. That is how we create generational wealth. It's not just about us going out here, starting businesses and racks on racks. No, it's about doing things the way they're supposed to be done. Make your kids, your family, period, a part of your business.
Yeah. And also, I got the links in my description box of all my videos. You need to go set up an Acorns account or a stash and set them up a 401k or a Roth IRA for your kids. And by the time they're 18, they'll have $50,000, $60,000, $80,000.
Come on now. I'm already doing it for mine.
Yeah.
Listen, you got this.
You got to think of it this way now, man. You are the leader now.
That's right.
You the husband, you the father, you the head of household. You are inspiring them. You know,
come on now.
They're gonna be looking up to you when your sons get older. They're gonna be proud of you. My daddy owned this business. My daddy do this. Oh, my daddy this. And then when they get older, their first jobs will be working in the family business.
Right. And it's like I see all that. It's like I really do.
You write your stuff down, right?
What's that?
Are you writing your stuff down? Your goals. You know what I'm saying?
Not this video. She talking about in general.
Oh yeah.
You have a vision board.
Your goals.
Sharp as a tack now. I'm sharp as a tack now. I just really think that what's holding me back is the love for my family and them not supporting me back, you know, like them not seeing them support. I mean, like the importance in it, because like I try to start something before with them. It was going to be like a little restaurant, Sunday cooking with my mom and everything, because she can cook, but man, my mom can throw down.
Right.
And we were having meetings. This is while I was in college. We were having meetings, and I was telling them that these meetings are very important. They're mandatory. You got to make it to them, and they were just falling off. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just started something of my own, man.
That's what you got to do, man. And
that's what you were supposed to do.
Take it to heart, man, because everybody. That's why they got the 1% and the 10%, because majority of people don't see this and want to do it. Even my mom and dad, when I was younger, around 21, 22, I had a chance to own a cleaners in downtown Chicago. I was already managing it and working there, and it was attached to a daycare, my best friend's sister, and we was making a little money, but we could have did better, but I wasn't the owner. And she was going to let me take it over for just a couple grand. And then, I mean, we was making like $300-400 a day, which wasn't much, but that's a lot of money still, even at that. And
Right.
I asked my parents for advice, and they said this and that, and they said I shouldn't do it. And she a multimillionaire to this day, and got multiple locations, and
Wow.
got like 5-6 daycares. We could have been partners. I could have had enough money to do my own thing. We was doing pickup and delivery. This is in 1999, 2000 when we was doing this. So that was over 20 years ago.
Yep.
And I was only like 21, 22 or something. So imagine if I would have just said, you know what, here, because I had the $2,000 and I didn't do nothing with it but blow it on whatever. I don't even know. So at least I could have blew it on that. And then if it didn't work, at least I would have known this or that, or it would have been a try. But they didn't see the vision. They didn't do that. So I didn't do it. But I always remembered it. So when the next time came and somebody didn't believe in this or that, I ignored it. And like Bobby Boucher, I use it as fuel, tackling fuel.
See, baby, you on the right track. And the reason why I can tell you on the right track is because you are experiencing a little thing called resistance. That is how you know. Think about when you're working out and you know what I'm saying? You start to feel that burn, okay? And you start slowing down because you can't go as fast as you were when you first started after the warm-up. That's how you know it's working. You're sweating, okay? It's okay, baby. Keep going. You got this. And your family is going to be there. Also, don't misconstrue the fact that your family does not support you the way you want and need them to, that they're hating or looking for you to fail. That is not always the case either. Maybe they just don't believe in the vision, and that's okay if they don't. Cool.
Right.
Maybe they need to see more proof in the pudding, so to speak. I hate that, though, because that's just like with YouTube. It's people don't subscribe or watch unless you already got a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. So like sometimes people don't want to give you a chance till they already see you made it.
There you go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. And you know, like Brother Jack say, man, you gotta always believe in yourself. That's your vision. You keep it going. You gonna make it, brother. I believe you could.
Yeah.
Man. And that's a great business because it's damn near $100 a ride where I'm at.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you what state are you in?
So I'm in North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of marketing are you doing?
Well, see, since I only have one van, I wasn't doing too much marketing because I didn't want to bite off more than I
overwhelm
can chew.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And
I got an idea for you too.
How do you go about getting business then?
Well, right now, since we just had a newborn, everything is kind of at a pause because I had to go back on the road to drive a truck, to make ends meet. But at the same time, I'm seeking out to a broker, and that's going to be popping off in July.
I got a good idea for you before you get to do that. If you still do that, that's fine. But I always try to take cues and things and inspiration and ideas from those that actually it worked and they used it. One thing that they did in all of this, the food that built America, is franchise. So not to say you franchise your business, but subcontract. Put an ad in the paper that you're hiring drivers with vans that are handicap accessible. Now they come work for your company. You don't have to buy the van. Make sure they got insurance and a license. Now they work for you, and you give them a piece of whatever you think. So if you charge them $50 a ride, same thing that Uber and Lyft is doing.
Right.
They didn't buy the cars. They subcontracting, getting the money. You could build apps, put the money in to have somebody build you an app. Once you get that app built, you got the people there. Now you can subcontract because people with these vans, they'd love to go do this. A lot of people got the vans made. You could buy them cheap or whatever. People decide, okay, I'm my own entrepreneur. I got a van. I work for such and such. Now you got a fleet of vans that you didn't have to pay for and buy.
Right. And see, there's something that you said that because all I've been having is people calling to get employed.
There you go.
Like they see my van.
Yeah,
and
you
they
don't
said,
need to be the driver. As a matter of fact, I would hire like somebody that I trusted the most and let them drive my van. I'd be taking the calls and doing all the stuff in the office and routing people. You can get an app made, and I need to pull this up because I save a lot of this stuff, the advertisements on my Instagram. You can get an app developed for just a few $100.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say something similar
Or a website.
to that. I definitely agree with you. My first thought when you said what you were doing and how you're trying to go about doing it, the very first thing that came to me is this being a nationwide type service. And I wholeheartedly agree with Jay. That is a phenomenal business strategy for you to get your business set up. And like he said, take an ad out somewhere, put it on Instagram, put it on Craigslist, wherever your local newspaper, whatever, put it out there, you know what I'm saying, and let these people do it. That's exactly what Amazon does. How many times have you seen an Amazon driver pull up to deliver something and they're in their personal vehicle? That's why UPS has now started doing that. Listen, the possibilities for you with this are endless.
Because I was looking all that work before I had got injured. I was looking into setting up this business because you can get this direct with Medicaid and Medicare that'll pay you.
And that's what I did. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's different in different states. Okay, so I'm approved with Medicaid. I paid all of that money, all of that money just to get approved and everything. And they told me after I pretty much provided, because a lot of people love me, I pretty much provided about 10 rides, 10 trips. And when I put in the claim for it, they denied the claim, said I didn't have prior authorization. I was like, okay, well, where's the prior authorization? Where does that go through? And they said DSS. I said, so I calls DSS and say, I provided this, my services for these clients. And they said, well, you didn't have prior authorization from us, because what we do is we hire companies. We hire 2 companies every 2 or 3 years to transport all of our patients. Wow. That's in Medicaid. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they do stuff like that because I get some medical supplies from only one company.
Right.
I was gonna, it's funny you bring up medical supplies because that was the other thought that came to me. That with your business, you should, in my opinion, think about delivering medical supplies as well for the elderly who can't get out and can't get somebody
to take them to the pharmacy. For that.
Okay.
I have their insurance for that and everything, but I don't know how to get into like. There's more. The more companies are called for that, it's more like
right.
There's a whole lot of red tape around there.
Stuff,
all kind of stuff, man.
Keep putting
I was saying earlier about how we can't get stuff done a little bit too. We got a little problems of fraud, and then we put so much damn red tape. It's like a ball of duct tape. We can't get nothing done now.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I can
put one foot in front of the other, baby. Your answers are gonna come. The solution is gonna come, but it will not come to you if you do not keep going. Point blank. And it is going to be hard. Let me tell you that too. This crap ain't about to be easy for you. It's just not. But because you've done your research, you have the right attitude, and you're willing to put in the work, it ain't gonna be that hard either.
Right.
So
and it's gonna be so rewarding when you are.
There you go.
It really is.
Yeah. I learned so much. I know how to get around certain things. I know what I have to put into it and what I don't have to put into it. And like I say, I'm just learning more and more and more. And I'm on the, it's at a pause right now because I'm on the road. But me and my family, like my wife is like, I know you don't want to be on the road. So, whenever you finish, you get back to it. And that's what I'm doing. Like I say, I already try to hire. I don't know if y'all heard of Logisticare. So they basically a broker. I mean, they're Motive Care now, and they're a broker for basically the trips. And I have like my personal clients, that was about a handful that I get. But see, what messed me up was their Medicaid. And see, Logisticare is so crazy how they could get authorization for the Medicaid trips, and a regular provider can't.
Well, it's also they probably got enough money to get the lawyers and red tape get through it easier. Which
exactly.
Sweet Serenity, she do got a couple of little financial tips and things we normally.
Yes, because you're talking about you being on the road.
You
Sounds like financing might be an issue for you.
I don't like driving trucks, but it gets the
that's
bills
what
paid.
the bread on the table, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
have you started building your business credit yet?
I haven't.
Come on,
I haven't started.
baby.
See,
Yeah.
see, it's like a block everywhere I go. It's something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but think of it also, you still young too, and you
Right.
started. So don't look at it as a block. It's just another level, another hurdle. But once you get it, you'll be more powerful. You'll be stronger. You know, you may not have business credit or this now, but then when you go and apply and get it, now, boom, you got another, thing in your arsenal that'll help you, to move forward. And also, Black people in our community are taught to stay away from credit cards because we get bad advice from people that didn't pay their damn bills.
Listen,
don't
get me started on that.
Your own family members, don't get no credit card. Why? Because you didn't pay your bill? Because you bought a bunch of stuff you wasn't going to pay for and then you messed it up. So you say people, no, they charge you this. They're not going to charge you for nothing that you didn't actually buy.
There you go.
Don't buy stuff you can't afford.
Do you have your EIN number already?
I do.
Okay, great. Here's what I want you to do tomorrow. Okay. Get your happy butt on CapitalOne.com. Apply for the Capital One Business Spark. I can all but guarantee you, if you have, pretty decent credit, if you have a credit score of over 550 or more, okay, you'll get the card. It's going in your business name. So make sure that when you apply for it, you're using your EIN number and not your personal social. Now, it is a personal guarantee, so it will also affect your personal credit as far as an inquiry goes. But it's going to be in your business name, and that's the quickest, easiest way to jumpstart being able to build your business credit. From that point, you need to check out a couple of the net 30, 60, or 90-day vendors, such as Quill, Uline, Crown Office Supplies, just to be able to show payment history on your business. After about 6 months of doing that, I can almost guarantee you that you will get offers from like American Express, which their business card is phenomenal, and pretty much all of the other major credit cards.
And that's another big thing is the capital for it, because if I'm able to get at least 4 vans, I'll be able to compete with most of the transportation companies that does have the contracts with the SS. And you said Capital One what? I'm trying to write it down.
Business Spark. So right now, your issue that you're running into, the hurdle that you're trying to overcome, is you don't have the actual van yet, right?
No, I have a van. I have and see that's one thing about my company
right
too.
Here, I got to cover up some. You see that saying? JMR Services.
There you go.
That's JAYMOOREREVIEWS Services.
Most definitely.
So I incorporated my YouTube channel as a business.
Yep.
Years ago when I started. So she telling you the truth. Like, we ain't just saying, we really living it.
Yes. I'm doing the same thing with my business.
Yeah.
I started off with my Capital One as well. Got a couple of my net 30s, and then I was able to get the American Express business card. And from there, obviously, my options have opened up exponentially. I'm hoping to buy my first doggone rental property here soon, but I'm going to wait for this bubble to burst first before I do that, because I'm not about to get nobody $50,000-$60,000 over asking. I ain't doing that. Y'all can have that.
You said Capital One Business what?
Spark.
Gotcha. And see, what I've been doing is I've been seeking funding from like the state, like entering into some of these grants and stuff like that. So I write up a business plan and stuff, and see if
how long have you had your LLC?
It's been here since May of Yeah, May of last year.
Darn. Oh, I wish you would have told me something before
Yeah,
February.
because I
'cause
could have got the PPP.
Yes.
Yeah, I could have got the PPP if it was
I
in
started to
January,
apply
but it was
for
in
that, but
May.
I didn't. No, I
Jay,
got worried.
Jay,
Apply for it.
Jay,
Yeah,
Jay,
I know that
look
now.
into
People don't even have to pay it back. I'm like,
Jay,
damn.
look into my eyes. Don't make me come to Indiana and drop kick you in your throat. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, I said your throat. Okay? Listen, apply for the freaking money.
Yeah, I should. I need
Jay,
The
to.
disaster loan and everything.
apply
It's
for it.
still available now.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
gonna have to
new
get
since the stimulus.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead then because I didn't because I was like, man, I could use this and do this and that, but then if it don't, I see this happens to everybody. It's fear involved with business too. So it
Most
don't matter
definitely.
who you are, it's always going to be
Risk,
that. So it's risk, but the
the degree
rewards
of uncertainty.
it is true. It is true. And so I was thinking, damn, if I do this and that, then I had to pay it back. Man, I might not make enough this and that.
Jay, no. The only way you'll have to pay the money back is if you are not able to show when the repayment time comes, if you're not able to show that you use the money for payroll or your business expenses.
Right.
This is a very easy thing, Jay. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
I
applying
didn't
for the
know
money
that
because
at
the
the
pandemic.
time, but I thought I missed the window too. So
No.
when I found out, I'm like, oh damn, I should have applied. But then I thought it was over too. I didn't know it's
No. You're going to use that PPP money to pay your salary that you missed out on because of the pandemic. That's what you did with the money. You paid yourself.
and
Okay?
paid my son. Hired him.
You're an employee. Exactly.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jay, by Wednesday, I'm going to need to hear that you have gone ahead and set this in motion. Because if you don't, I'm going to drop kick you. I promise.
After the show, I'm going to get this info
Please
from
do
you.
it.
Make sure I get it. Yeah.
Yes. Free money. Easily.
Yeah. Hey, T baby, I'm gonna show you this one thing about credit cards. That's what I'm looking, and this for everybody. It's just a list. And here we go, right here. So you go to this site and you can compare all the credit cards. You could put what you're looking for, what you're thinking about, and it pulls it up. And I've recommended this to people personally. This is how I actually got a couple credit cards and chose which ones, because you can see the rates, you can see the offers, all of that stuff. And I'm gonna show you this. Normally we talk a lot more about this on Wednesdays. Unfortunately, some people don't like to hear this type of stuff. They consider it boring when this is what they actually really need. You know how many people I meet 40, 50 years old, don't have a bank account or don't have $2,000 saved? It's sad. Or don't have credit cards. But you go right here to compare cards. And matter of fact, I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna put it in the link. You all can see me doing it live. Here you go. You can go to this link right here, compare cards. And you can see if you want this or if you can pay. So what's your credit score? You got good, excellent, bad, limited to no. If you new in the US and you ain't got all your citizen stuff, you can click this. You got bad credit, boom, they bringing up bad for people with bad credit. Now you're gonna get secured cards because you got bad credit. You're gonna have to put $100 or $200 down. It says right here 50, 100, or 200, depending on what you get. Or you can check these out.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Anything really beyond that Capital One card is garbage, and I wouldn't recommend anybody do it.
Well,
No, I'm dead serious.
I got Capital One also.
I would not recommend anybody to do that. If you need to get a card because you're trying to rebuild your credit or you got some issues or whatever, go to opensky.com. Everybody gets freaking approved for that doggone card. $200 on it, and you know what I'm saying? Go on about your business. After about 3 months of paying that on time, charge a Netflix bill, Hulu, whatever, you know what I'm saying, something small, pay that crap off in 3 months, go on Capital One, get Capital One Quicksilver card like Jay was just showing. Okay.
This card right here single-handedly brought my credit score up.
Yep.
This is one of when I started getting credit cards again. This was the first one, and this card I
Gives
got
you cash back.
yeah, not only cash back. It after paying on time for 3 months is like specifically
Yep.
reports to bring your credit up.
Yep.
So, you know, this brought me up to in the 600s.
Okay.
Now my credit in the 700s.
Go
But
ahead, Jay Moore. Flex, boy. You gotta get your flex on.
yeah, but I realized because I remember my grandfather had excellent credit, and I used to think he don't never want to buy nothing. I'm the same way. Once you start to get good, you don't want to buy that because now you realize how hard it is to have good credit, and then you don't want to pay stuff back too when you don't want to buy stuff. So it's hard to get me to buy stuff too because I know I'm gonna have to pay it back. But if I need to, I can do what I need to do. You know, and like she was saying, especially in business, like you got to put up money first before you get money back in business. You know,
exactly.
So yeah, you need as much capital as you can on access, and then for everybody else, I learned from what rich people do. You keep your cash in your bank account, you buy stuff that you need with credit, and then as you get paid, you pay
it off,
and
pay the balance. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I was taught don't use credit cards, buy everything in cash. Well, guess what? You won't be able to save no cash because you always spending it, and you don't have no credit. So now you're limited to only as much cash as you have. You can't do nothing in life except for what's in your pocket.
Thank you, Jay, for saying that. You
yeah, but when you got credit, yeah, I can do whatever I can with credit, and if that's not enough, I also got cash.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
I pay for everything on my credit card. Everything.
Right.
And I get paid to do so.
Yes, you are right. And use different credit cards for different reasons. Like I use this. Ain't no credit card number on here, so I'll show you that. Most of them don't put it on the front. So I use this. American Airlines with Citibank. And when I'm going on business and things, this is getting me free air miles.
There you go.
So now I'm paying, I got to pay for a hotel or this or that. I use this, then I have to pay for it with the business account to reimburse. But then I'm getting free airline miles. So, you know, you split it up for different reasons. There you go. Nice to see you, brother. Coming out the shadows almost.
Trini, what I was saying about the credit, okay, so depending on where you are, and if you are trying to rebuild or build and don't know where to start, OpenSky.com. It's a secured credit card. Well, number one, scratch that for a second. The first thing I would do is exactly what Jay is showing you right here. Okay.
This is what I'm going for next.
Oh yeah, that bad boy is glorious.
That's like top of the line credit cards when you
yes, it is.
Press.
Go on this site and do any of do a pre-qualification for any credit card. Start with Discover and Capital One. Discover is usually pretty they're kind of iffy. Capital One is usually pretty lenient. So I would start there. And if it comes back after you did the pre-qualification that, hey, we think you would be a good match, or you're pre-approved for, a Capital One Quicksilver, then go ahead and apply for that. If you do this process and you don't get any type of responses in a positive way for that, then go to OpenSky.com. And like I said, it's a secure card. The beautiful thing about OpenSky and why I recommend them
Apple card.
is because
that's with Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, I talk about Apple, OpenSky, because they don't run your credit. It's not going to be an inquiry on your credit report, so it's not going to hurt you. So go ahead and apply for that card. Put $200 down. That in and of itself, as soon as you open the account, I can guarantee you your credit score will immediately improve just by you opening the account.
And see, I had about a 720 before I got the van. I had, like I said, I got the van, and that kind of tanked my score a little bit because they were shopping my score around.
Temporary. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have a bunch of inquiries from?
Say it again.
Do you have a bunch of inquiries from?
Yeah, they were shopping my score around with different.
I got you, baby. I got you.
Yeah.
Say
But
Lex.
normally it only counts as one inquiry if you do it in a short period of time, like in a couple weeks.
I got you.
Yeah.
I can get that taken off for you, just like that. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. Go on this website. It's called Sage Stream. SAGESTREAM. Sorry. This. So before I say that, let me back up. Y'all know that there are more than 3 credit bureaus, right? There are lots more. So you have your main 3: Equifax, TransUnion, Experian.
Right.
Then you have
got the Sage thing. See, my one of my homeboys, he cleans up credit and everything, and he was telling me that I need to stop my he said I need to I forgot what he was saying, but go to Sage. He said stop the Sage something account or something like that. He was saying something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jay has the site pulled up now. What you want to do when you go
Stream,
on. So number 1, Sage Stream is a credit bureau. Okay. This particular credit bureau is very important because this is the bureau that houses all of your inquiries. Okay. So in a situation like yours, you were trying to get a car, they ran your doggone credit through 30 different lenders. You go to this site. Jay, if you can hover over security freeze. Place a security freeze on your report. So you follow the instructions, do that. They're going to send you a pen, okay, in the mail. Do not lose this pen. Once you have frozen this credit bureau, you then go back to wherever your inquiries are. You do this for accounts that you did not get approved for. So I don't care if you've applied to 30 different credit cards and freaking banks trying to get a loan. Any inquiry that you have on your credit report where you did not get extended credit, you can dispute and have those inquiries removed. So freeze your account, go back to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, put in a dispute. This is the only dispute I will tell anybody to put online, to do online and not through the mail, because it's super easy.
Right. See,
or
I did it on the mail.
Yeah.
I did the same thing what you're saying. I did exactly what you're saying over the mail, and they said I needed something extra, and I just forgot about it.
Yeah. You can actually with this, I would prefer that you do it over the phone
before, so you just put me up on something.
Oh yes, baby. This is the I said, this is the credit bureau that houses all of the inquiries. So you dispute all of those inquiries where you were not extended credit. Okay. And then from there, it'll wipe it out. Then what you will need to do, and it's up to you of when you do it, is unfreeze this the next time you want to apply for credit, because as long as you have a security freeze on it and you apply for credit, you're going to get denied because this this website right here, or this credit bureau, is locked. Okay. That's how you get rid of that. And that right there will boost your score up pretty good, depending on how many inquiries are on your credit. Okay.
Yeah, basically lock your score for they can't get. But it seemed like, see, now I already have the score up there. So if it lock it, wherever I go, it's going to show. Well, freeze it. It's going to show that I had that same score. But like I have to go ahead and do the inquiries. It's like I said, when I'm on this road, I can't really do too much.
Right.
That's what I'm here for. This is part of what I do. This is my business. Holler at me if you want your girl to do this for you.
Yeah, cool. T-Baby, you got to join my members only session, man, so that
I'm gonna join it.
Yeah, man, because Wednesdays we talk about a lot of stuff, and we can go more in depth because
I can give you real tea.
Yeah, and also, we more of a family, so we can keep it real and talk about this stuff more. Whereas everybody else may not appreciate it, but some people want a little more entertainment sometimes, and they want to talk about TV shows and stuff, which is fine, But this is really more important than a TV show. You know what I mean?
Right. And I definitely appreciate it because, like, I'll be watching. When you talk about, y'all have your segments or whatever, y'all talk about certain stuff that I'll be going through. And I was like, man, I got to get on here one day.
Yeah,
man. And talk to them because I always watch you, man, especially with the with the Power reviews, because I watch Power while I'm on the road, you know.
Right.
And that's all I watch, you know, get me down the road. Well, it's just an hour, but
right.
but yeah. So
You know I'm
yeah,
gonna be on Power Book 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me, yeah. And
It'll
I
be about a
actually
minute
added you
or
on.
two.
I added you on Instagram, and I
Oh,
seen
okay.
the thing
Appreciate it.
that you had up
Hey,
there.
would you be open to doing a live collab with another YouTuber? The guy I was telling you about, Nanovision.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to get him on the show, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be all the way live once he gets on, with all of us going back and forth with him. So he is definitely team Angela, which is why I want him on the show, because you already know how I feel about Angela.
Right.
Okay. And he has this whole say who?
I love me some Angie.
I know I'm sick. I'm
You
sorry.
know, I love it, the Hanji. She would take it, she loved it, Dios, and it was pure, it was love. Okay? She wanted Jamie to be good.
And that's why Angela busted ass is pushing up daisies now. Screw Angela.
You be speaking the truth, man. Like when you be like the real talk.
Yeah.
How in the world? you be like, how in the world they gonna be in the middle of the park? Nobody sees all this.
You're right.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Yeah, I gotta do my snowfall reviews. I'm gonna try to do it again the way I did that. You know, so I had problems with, you know, using pictures and stuff. So I
remember you said that.
Yeah, copyright. So then that was discouraging. Like you say, you see, always gonna be strikes and stuff. And so that's what kind of led me to doing more live shows, is what I'm doing now. Because if you spend all that time making videos and then they flag it and take all the money,
oh wow,
I could have been like, well, forget it, I'm gonna take the video down. But I know, for one, I didn't put all that time into it, but I know other people will enjoy it, and that's more important than me getting some money. But at the same time, that's not good business to be working for free either. So I had to come a new way of doing it, and that's why I was doing with the pictures like these. But this takes a long time to produce as well, making these pictures. And so, but I am able to do this artwork on some of the videos, but this was mostly with Power. I didn't have these problems with, look at that Kool-Aid lips. But
Trini, all y'all that's team Angela can kick rocks. Like, I love y'all too. Every last one of y'all can kick rocks. Goodbye. Whatever. Angela sucks. What is it that y'all like about her? What was it about her character that was cool?
She saved everybody, man. She's trying to save them.
Angie's motivation was out of love, pure love.
I'm sorry, what?
She loved Ghost so much that she looked out for Tariq, Tasha, Tommy, Ghost.
It cost her whole life.
See, here y'all go.
Cost her whole life, her career, everything.
Here y'all go. You're starting in the middle of the book. Why did she do that, Jay? Because she was the one who set that chain of events in motion in the first doggone place by telling the freaking FBI that she thought it was them.
Okay.
Well, she didn't know at first.
Right.
She wasn't trying to actively get freaking Ghost locked up. Like, what you talking about? And then she succeeded in doing so.
But then
so,
she thought he killed
She got him out because her dumbass put him in there.
Yeah, and that was fake too. She's a lawyer. How's she coming putting cuffs on him? Get your ass out of here.
Right.
Man, screw Angela. Now, just
real talk.
Right. Get your ass out of here.
Screw Angela does not mean that I'm team Tasha. Let me make that part clear too.
Right.
That does not mean that. Because Tasha is a bird in so many ways, but I will say I lean more towards her side because she does get done dirty a lot. Okay. But I ain't gonna go into that tonight. Y'all already have listened to me beat that dead horse a million times. So I'm not gonna go into that. But I'm not team Tasha either. I ain't team Monet. I want to slap the hell out of Monet. I do not like her character. I really predict that Monet is going to die next season. I want her to die next season because she teamed too doggone much. Let me think. Who else? Lala's character.
It wasn't no good real characters in the show, like a good person, really.
No. I did
Angie was the only one trying in Ghost to do the right thing, though.
Well, yes, he was.
She was promoting it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm telling y'all, Ghost ain't dead. I'm telling you, Ghost ain't dead.
I don't want him to be dead, but he gone, I think.
Ghost ain't dead.
Because they're not even getting things right on the,
right.
The money right, with him on, acting and everything.
Exactly. That's why I think it's gone for good because of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, what the heck was going on behind the scene? It was clear that there was something that happened. Very clear.
Never really let the cat out the bag, so to speak. The cat was always meowing in the bag. It never got out. But allegedly, he may have been unhappy with maybe money or maybe a spinoff or maybe how they decided how it's going to end. Because he did want it to end with Tommy killing him and then something like Tommy kill himself and they die on top of each other or something, which I don't know if that would have been best to do that. But
Ghost ain't dead. Right. That's it. I'm going to stand on that. There was no RIP. We never saw his body in no casket.
They definitely might bring him back.
Yeah.
Okay. They definitely might bring him back.
Right.
Ghost is just a ghost right now.
One thing, though. Now, again, what the hell does she know? Not to diss her, but when I was on the set for book 4 and the lady was doing the hair and makeup, she hooked my hair up, you know what I'm saying? She was, and she a sister too, but she the head of all hair and makeup or whatever.
Oh, so she the one who we need to drop kick for Tasha's busted ass wigs every season?
Right. I didn't even think about that. I was going to say, what's up with Tasha wigs, girl?
You can't get the girl another wig.
That's funny. But we was talking about it because they were saying that you can't post pictures, this, that, or the other, or say too much because Power fans, they even said this in the email, Power fans are like very perceptive and they'll watch and look for every little thing for a clue. This is coming.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is real. Like we do.
Yes.
So, yeah, me and her was like joking, talking, and we was saying something about ghosts, and she like, nah, he dead, he gone. I'm like, I know, man, but people won't let it go. But she thinks so. But again, she do hair. She don't write the story.
Who cares? Ghost is not dead. Everybody got the same treatment from the Power universe when they passed away. Even Donovan, he got a little RIP. You know what I'm saying? They did the little goodbye post for him. They did that for Benny.
She's saying that's what I'm saying. He haven't got it yet.
Ghost is not dead.
So
he's just not.
I think they debating on bringing him back.
Yes, and again, I'm gonna keep asking the question: what was the purpose? If he's dead, what was the whole purpose of introducing Ramona in that storyline? To me, that's a big telltale sign. Like, what was the point of that? I don't get it.
I don't get that either. And also, that go back to a little behind the scenes. I think he even spoke out in the interview and said his wife didn't want him doing any more sex scenes.
I definitely know about that. Yeah. It was that season 3 where it was like, okay, good grief, we get it.
Right.
I'm sick of seeing Angie's pasty ass. Like, goodbye.
That's what it was.
I want to see that.
Say what you must. They had some steamy sex scenes, though.
They had a lot of good sex scenes.
Right.
They really did.
Man, whatever. I guess.
No. I did a video
they
about who had the best sex scenes on Power.
Tommy.
No, I think Tasha and Ghost had a little something.
And
in the beginning,
I'm about to say, and I don't care. So whatever. Sax did too. And what about it? Argue with your mama, not me.
Come on now. I know you like dirty balls, Sax, but come on. That
I didn't even believe it.
Was horrible. And don't nobody be up holding the damn handlebars like that was so uncomfortable. You better let them pickle bitties out, girl. Let me see him shake.
Listen,
I didn't believe
Sax was getting
that.
it in. I ain't saying y'all. Okay. I was like, you go ahead, Sax. I see you working that back. Go. Let me stop.
That's funny.
Y'all know I love me some Sax. I told y'all he's my favorite character. He really is.
Yeah, I remember you saying
Oh, that
Right.
last. Okay, let me stop because this conversation about to go somewhere else. Never mind.
Go ahead. You just let the cat and meow in the bag. Let it
I do that on a Wednesday call. I can't do that out here. Never mind. I'm gonna let it go. No. Tasha's were cool. Okay. I was about to say something about Tasha Sheena, but like I said, that's about to go straight to hell. So never mind. I'm gonna let that go. But I think next season we'll end up seeing Tariq finally get his first little scene that I don't want to see. So I'm good on that. No, he got a scene earlier, right? He got one this season.
He was effing. But they ain't show the whole scene. They just
kind
of cut it off. Yeah.
And they probably feel a certain way by him basically growing up on the set.
Mm-hmm. Sally and Ghost is alive. He is not dead. Okay? He about as dead as Tupac.
Dead as Tupac. Then I mean he's gone.
Let me stop.
He really played a good role, man. He really did.
He did. He built that show, man.
Listen,
he really did.
He absolutely did. He's the best.
I was trying to find where it said this is just talking about his wife. For those who don't know, this is his wife. And also, like when a lot of people first found out about his wife was white.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people was dissing.
Went in on her.
They went in on her. And I will say this. He was homeless at one point and struggling. And she was there for him.
Yeah.
So, like, man.
She ain't that bad either.
No. She's looking a lot better now. But not that she was really bad. Not that she was bad looking. I ain't trying to just I don't want to throw no salt. Blood pressure all over that shit.
Listen. You love, honey. And that man loves his wife. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
Man, what's more important than anything, like you were saying, you got your wife there supporting you. Man, if you become a millionaire and stuff, it don't matter, man. That's who was there for you when you wasn't nobody and believed in you and supported you. And that's more valuable than a bigger this or smaller that, you know what I mean? Or a cuter face any day of the week.
It's a different type of
We are such a superficial society. We really are. And it's disgusting because we put value into the wrong, dumbest, idiotic stuff. It's just like, it's exactly what you just said, Jay. This is a person that was there for somebody when they were climbing that doggone mountain.
Right.
He wasn't climbing that mountain by himself if his wife was there. That means she was climbing that mountain with him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Sitting up here going in on his wife because she doesn't look like whatever perception it is that people had in mind of who he was supposed to be with. Number one is juvenile. It's so immature. Like, let's grow up.
That was a lot of the sisters that loved him and they thought this should be them. So nobody gonna do it. But like this line says, Jennifer was the one who encouraged her husband to go for Ghost and Power, a role which propelled him into the spotlight and cemented him as a star. She even prayed for him to get his big role in Power and succeed in his career. And in Ebony magazine in 2018, she said, I wouldn't say I convinced him to take the role in Power per se, but she continued, his soul knew it was time to embrace what God had for him career-wise, and in order to do that, the role of Ghost was the next step in the process. She said that she just said very little, just enough to remind him of his call and his purpose. And that's what's important, man. You got that person that believe in you, support you, man. That's why I really, although the world is trying to break down, you know, the gender roles, which is really crazy because we all don't have, no one person got it all. You got a role to play and complement each other. And if you got a woman that's supporting you as a man, you can have that confidence to do anything because the world already go give you a bunch of speed bumps and bumps and bruises. But if she there to help you with them wounds and tell you it's all right, you gonna make it, man, you gonna make it.
Yeah, let's hear it firsthand, man.
Yeah.
There's certain things my wife says to me. Like that, see, a lot of people, they're like, well, why you married her and all this and that. But it's certain things that my wife says to me. And it's like, baby, you got me calm down. Like, you got me focused. You got me, it's certain, you just cannot find that. You find that soulmate that had your back and is with you throughout it all. That's priceless, man. Like,
It is.
there's no. I'm sorry to say this. There's no pussy that can amount to what you already have. It's
true.
like, because it's nothing but a memory once you mess with somebody. It's nothing but a memory.
Yep. And it's messed up to have a bunch of memories with a bunch of different people, and you can't share your journey together. And I used to be with people that I'd say, let's do this or that. Well, how you gonna do this? We can't do that. They ain't gonna do this. Like, no wonder we can't get nothing done. If you don't believe somebody will help us, then why would somebody else believe in helping us?
Listen, as a woman, I'm gonna say it like this. We are the birth givers. Okay, we are the vessel. That's our job. That was the way God designed us. And so, you got a woman that's got your back when she's giving birth to your dream, because that's what we do. Okay, your wife in this situation would be your birth giver. She is birthing your dream for you. She's laboring for you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever pressure you feeling right now, she feeling that pressure times 100, because she's the one that's actually carrying that. You out here trying to figure it out and figure out how you guys are going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And how you going to make this work. And she's holding it down on the inside, doing things that you can't even imagine right now. And so, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Love, honor, appreciate, and respect your doggone wife, because she's the one that is giving birth to your dreams. It's just like what Ghost wife said here. Hey, she was the one who told him to go after that. That was her birthing that dream for him. And look at where it got him. So the same thing for you, T, baby. You know what I'm saying? Your wife is helping you birth that doggone dream, and look at where it's going to take you.
I mean, it really is something. I always say that our black queens are the number one healer of this earth. I tell you.
I appreciate that.
Just tell you.
I appreciate that.
For real.
I appreciate that.
I say to all my friends, I say respect the lady. Respect your black queen, And
and I hate to say this right quick about the music, because I don't like to say music and TV really influence you, but it does subconsciously.
Absolutely.
And this damn rap music today is horrible. It tell you, trust her, get this, do that. She got this. I'm on to the next one, and that's horrible. I know a lot of people that's here watching probably don't think that as much. We got a little older crowd, but I'm glad my son, even though he listened to a little of that, he don't believe in a lot of that. I've tried to teach him otherwise,
Absolutely.
I was watching the Breakfast Club earlier, man, and there was two guests on there. I forgot their names, man. I think it's Big U or something like that. But they were saying like how they were against drug use. And now these rappers are promoting the drug use. And he was like, man, we used to look at them cats like.
Yeah, back in the day, they rapped about drug dealing. Today, they rap about drug using. And they're happy about it. And they don't just rap about drug using. They rap about using drugs, being suicidal, having depression, glorifying, glamorizing, freaking anxiety, being antisocial. It's like, what the hell is going on here? How did we as a society get here? Because we can't just put it on this generation. This came from somewhere. This didn't happen overnight. So what the heck has happened to us to lead us to the point where all of these young people today are having freaking anxiety, depression, ADHD issues? I can't keep no friends. I think something wrong with me. I'm ready to kill. What the hell is going on?
Right. As far as rap, when Lil Wayne became the number one most popular rapper, that's when everybody started rapping with the and then they started glorifying being on drugs and stuff.
Yes.
That lean
and
crazy. And then of course there's the other element of our music with our black men degrading, disrespecting the black woman, and now in return, the black woman has now taken the mentality of, well, we just not gonna care no more. We just gonna get loose. We're gonna be out here. We're not gonna be modest. We're gonna show everything we got. We're gonna constantly talk about how wet it is, this, that, and the third. Nothing of substance. Nothing. It's
And
all
that's
about
on
having no
Instagram,
love.
a million booties shaking on Instagram.
Man, listen.
That's all they got to
Right.
offer.
It's like, you know
I
what?
hate
And
looking at that. But
yes.
stop.
Yes. I ask my daughters all the time. Seriously.
The Walk was a good
What is
record,
the
but
value
it
in
ain't a
that?
good message.
Yeah, if I had a daughter, that would break my heart.
Right.
Absolutely. What else do you have to offer? When I mentor teen girls, what are you offering somebody for all of the girls that's out here? Oh yeah, I want a man that's gonna do this, that, and the third. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So what is it now that you are bringing to the table?
Yes.
Because it is not one-sided. Yes, we all harp on, okay, we want somebody that's financially stable and taking care of home. And the finance part is the only thing you hear about. You never hear anybody talking about, oh, you know what? I want somebody that's really going to be supportive of me, my personhood, my journey. You know what I'm saying? It's always about, oh, well, can he pay the bills? That drives me nuts.
Right.
So since
why would a financially stable person want to get with your broke ass?
And I keep asking that question again. What are you bringing to the table? Because hello, you 22 today. You got a cute little small waist and a fat ass. Trust me, in about 13, 15 more years, that thing gonna drop and you're gonna be all over the place, okay? You ain't gonna be able to pull them like you used to.
For real.
I see some of my aunts dealing with that trauma.
Right. And I used to, like, when I was dating and stuff, girls will say they want a man that work or do this or that, but they want you to act like you don't. Like, they want me to call them all day and stuff. I'm at work. I got a job. You want me to hang out and do this or that? I gotta go to work. I got a house too.
Yes.
Or think I don't care because I'm not eating up all your food or driving your car. I got a car. I got my own food.
And what are you doing with yourself during the day? You got this man. Okay, let me give y'all a quick example. My daughter has a friend right now who she's known since childhood. The friend is now 22, 23. Very, very, very attractive young lady. She meets the quote unquote standard of beauty for today's standards, right? She tore up her car and she has 3 different boyfriends, I guess. But her main guy decided to replace the car and bought her. She was driving a Camry at the time. He didn't buy her 1. He bought her 2 brand new Mercedes Benz. She doesn't work. He pays all of her bills. So my question to her always is, well, what are you doing? Again, what is your value in this relationship? Because you have to have something on the other side of that equal sign, or else, you know what I'm saying? It's an expression. It's not an equation. Okay. Right. So what's your part of this relationship besides being cute? Because again, you are one of a million other girls that's cute, small waist, and a fat ass. Okay. So what is it that you're doing for him and building this relationship to make it work that is going to sustain it in the long run? You got what you got today. It ain't gonna always be like this, period. And so, yeah, I think the generation period, male and female alike, we need to take some time and get to know ourselves. Like, everything these days is about the same damn thing. I'm trying to get to the bag. To do what?
Them city girls got them messed up.
City girls.
Hey, I don't want to say it like that on your channel, but
they do.
I'm just saying, like, just like you say, the rap music, the rhetoric of these young girls, man, it's all in the music, man.
Yeah, and so
it's very influential. Go ahead.
Yeah, social media make you feel like a loser. You know, if your booty ain't this big or you ain't got this many likes or followers, they be depressed. They gonna do more. They gonna show more. They gonna shake more. You ain't at this location doing one.
Listen, and now you got girls growing up talking about they want to be strippers. So it's the same, like you said, back in the day, you know, rapping about drug dealing, not drug using. Back in the day, it wasn't cool for you to aspire to be a stripper, or if you were a stripper, that was something that they hid.
Right.
But now it's something. Yes.
OnlyFans, but I ain't gonna lie. If I was a young woman with a big ass rump roast, I might go on OnlyFans and make $1 million real quick.
And see, that's the thing, that bag.
But everybody don't make $1 million. That's the real trick.
I know a couple of people that they chase that bag. They know how to use what they have to chase the bag. That's what it is, man.
See, baby.
You know, so you got to be careful not to sell your soul doing stuff that you regret. Too.
You know, it's all about what they say, some type of dignity about yourself and respect. You know.
Here's what, baby. Look,
it's lacking.
You're fundamentally messed up at the start of the race if you are chasing the bag in the first place, because chasing implies that something is eluding you and running away from you. So you have to chase it. No. That's not how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to be on your path, and what's for you is supposed to be there. So you don't have to chase after it because it's already there for you. Okay? So if that's your motivation in life, to chase the bag, listen, you're going to burn yourself out real quick, because all that running that you doing trying to chase that bag ain't never going to let you get them. Nope, that bag going to keep on running. And you're going to be all tired and have nothing to show for it. So no, find purpose.
That's right.
Hey, I'm going to wrap this up in 10 minutes. So
all right.
That'll be an even 3, man. We get to talking, man. Time flew. I didn't even know we were sitting here that long.
What y'all eat today?
I done had some Italian Fiesta pizza, baby. Woo.
Oh, wow. What you have, T?
I had some rotisserie chicken, man. I try to eat right in this truck.
Do what you can.
McDonald's and that.
Do what you can.
Yeah. It has some rotisserie chicken and some bread with it, like a little roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know what the hell I ate. I don't even remember eating today.
Hey, before we get out of here, we was talking about stimulus, and I got a little something. So people, they wondering when they gonna get their next stimulus check.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and also if you see on the left side, I'm subscribed to all these news outlets, so it's always a story or something I catch, and this is on my iPhone. So like if you all use the news tab on your iPhone, man, you could click all kind of different stuff. You see all these things over here? And so you could get all kind of news and stuff. You don't have to watch every little thing, and you'd be surprised how much stuff you learn and find out, you know.
Come on, Sheena, shoot. Drop that Addy so I can come get me a plate.
Come on, girl. She got
what I'm talking about.
Fried poker chop.
Pork chops, honey.
Roasted potatoes.
Yeah. Hey, for real. But they gotta get my payment to on the website if you all wanna find out when it's coming. Or you can check.
They said it was supposed to go live again tomorrow, I think. Because I don't think it's currently worked. I don't think they updated it yet, and they're supposed to update it for tomorrow. But so let me give y'all some info right quick, just in case you didn't know.
She's right. It said it'll be available Monday. So
I know some people that have already gotten theirs. So 2 scenarios is going on here. One person said they got theirs, and their payment was based off of their 2020 tax return. So if you've done your taxes already, and if you have already received your refund, they're going to base your payment based off of that. If you've done your taxes and it is still pending and it hasn't been processed, they're going to base it off of your 2019 return. And the reason why that is important is because if you have kids that maybe you didn't claim, maybe they turned 18 or whatever, last year, and you didn't claim them on your taxes for this year or on your 2020 taxes, you're not going to get the stimulus for them. Okay, so just be aware of it.
She's speaking the truth, because my sister-in-law going through that problem.
Yeah.
She haven't got her taxes, and they're going off for her 2019, and she stayed at an address that she's not there no more.
Damn.
So they're using her 2019.
She don't have no more, and she's just hurting right now. So they gotta. There's something. But she's speaking the
messed
truth.
up. Yeah.
So are you saying she's not that she didn't get it or won't get it because she moved, or what are you saying exactly?
So she filed her taxes, haven't got it yet.
Okay.
The stimulus check, I think the last one they sent out, she haven't got it. They sent it to her old address where she's not no more, and she didn't get it. So they sent it back, and so she filed that on her taxes. So when she filed that, it's like, okay, you didn't receive it, so they holding it basically. And the stimulus coming out now, she just found out that they sent it to her old bank account.
Okay.
And
So
they gonna try to make you file it again on your taxes to claim it, and if you forget, you won't get it.
So that happened to me.
Depressed about that.
That happened to me with the last stimulus. So everything was still based off of my 2019 returns. The direct deposit, the account that I used for direct deposit in 2019, I no longer have. So I did not initially get the $600 because it went to the old bank account, which is now closed. However, there is a way for her to update that information to get it to the right.
I thought that too. You call the IRS and update the information. I don't think she did that.
Yeah, normally, did she? Do you know if she used a service like TurboTax or H&R Block or anything?
TurboTax. That's what the discrepancy come in at TurboTax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with me.
I was thinking about using them this year too.
Same thing happened with me, and I used Turbo. Turbo actually sent me a message saying, "Hey, your stimulus was deposited into this old account. We noticed you no longer have it. Update it through TurboTax." And after I did that, like 3 days later, I got it. So there is a way for her to get that. Yeah, there is a way for her to do that.
Look, she is so distraught. I use H&R Block e-file, so y'all can probably use that or whatever. But she changed her. Well, she moved and she changed her bank account. Well, she closed the bank account, and so
you got to come on Wednesday to get into it, man. We got about 4 minutes left. But come Wednesday, we'll spend more time if she still got it, and we'll get into it.
Yep.
Also, I want to mention, Sweet was talking about adding your kids as an authorized user so that when you paying your bills on your credit card, they actually will build their credit as well. That's something I did with my son on about damn near all of my credit cards. I got a lot of credit cards, but I did that because if you do it right, that'll build your line of credit up. And then the longer your length of credit also is important. So if you do it sooner, the better, because then they'll show that you've had good credit for 5, 10, 20, 30 years. And so that you're reliable. But here's one right here. I don't know if you can see. You see it say Moore Jr. So that's two capital ones right here. I got one for him, one for me. I don't give it to him. You ain't buying. Boy, it ain't your. Don't even know you did it. Okay, I'm helping you, and you didn't even know. He's sitting here looking. He probably just now found out. But it ain't about going to buy stuff,
right?
I'm you so that when you're older, you will have a head start in life to do things that you want to do. You won't be starting from zero.
Most definitely.
You know, and as now you the leader and head of household, that's what leaders do. You got to do that type of stuff.
Yep.
Well, I want y'all to check me out. It's Humane Travels, LLC, Tierran Wilkes. You know, that's the website. Well, my Facebook name is Tierran Wilkes. You go on there and go and click on the link to my business account. That's Humane Travels. I need to get my website together, but that's something I gotta get together. But everything else is
come on Wednesday.
Please come on Wednesday.
I built a website.
I'm definitely gonna come on Wednesday. It cost me $25 a year, and I built it myself on my cell phone. I'm not.
I did mine too.
I built it myself. And I can even show you guys right quick. Of course, it's JAYMOOREREVIEWS.com. I do need to update it.
And that's the website for the YouTube account for.
No, this is my own website.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
For everything that he has going on.
Yeah,
it's not hard to build a website at all.
See, I don't know how either, but I always say I may not know how to do something, but I know how to learn.
Yeah, to find out. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you show me or they say it, I'm gonna build it. I built this website by myself on my cell phone. Now, some people might think, oh, that's trash. I put this, you got the tabs up here. I got some of the fan comments, different stuff. You can scroll down. That's me talking. On any of these links, you click on this, that'll take you to my Facebook. That'll take you to YouTube, Instagram. You can click on these. They're all hyperlinks. I put that in.
Yeah.
I
No
put
doubt.
this in there. I got all these pictures up here. I loaded. PayPal. If people want to support me through PayPal, you can do it. I got a video here. You can subscribe to my email mailing list. Videos. These right here, you click on these, it'll take you right to the videos on YouTube and it'll start playing. With
That's
one
what's
click.
up.
You know, I also got some live shows here. It's my stand-up comedy and different pictures and stuff. Then I got some podcasts that I was doing on here. If you wanted to click over here to when I was fan comments or whatever, you can see some comments that people have left on videos and things. You can click on these and it'll bring it up. You can see different stuff people said. So even though it's small, you can still click on it and enhance. You can choose if
And
you
see,
want to do that or
and see,
whatever.
and see. Look, I always been a fan. I always like. I've been here since day one. It's just I'm just getting on like the video and everything. But so yeah, so I can subscribe to you know, I guess with the membership or whatnot,
Yeah.
and get that popping. I'm gonna do the dollar thing.
Please
The
do.
dollar one you got up there.
I got some info for you. I can definitely help.
I appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
made it
yeah.
as $1 a month, so that's not really helpful as much for one, but I made it so it's access for as many people as possible. You know, so everybody could get
what's
the
the
knowledge.
VIP?
Huh?
What's the VIP? I need to go on the VIP. What's the VIP?
Just give me your card number.
You so not gonna sell it.
Just give me your card number and we will be VIPs, brother. Trust me, okay? You give me your card number and Social Security. We good. No, I think it's only like yeah, man. Hey, I think it's only like $20 or something like that a month, which is $5 a week. I mean, but hey,
yeah, man.
I make it so everybody can, participate, and some people are able to participate or support more than others. But if I try to do it where everybody can get involved, get that knowledge, grow as people. And I didn't want to make it where it was so expensive that some people that needed to know can find out. And also I'm trying to put together some stuff with it where I'm gonna start to do like raffles or giveaways, where you can depending on how it go, somebody can get $20-$25 cash app right now. I'm thinking about maybe even doing it on Sundays too, where maybe every Sunday or every other Sunday I'll do a random $20-$25 cash app award, and we can all vote whoever had the best comments or whoever participated.
I like that, Jay.
Oh yeah, I like that too. Yeah, that's all right right there.
Yeah,
be on your feet right there.
Yeah, not only participate if you want to come up and talk, but if you got good comments or supporting or saying whatever and involved, hey, I'm gonna say, hey, I think New Distro did have a lot of comments today, but I'll be like, I think New Distro should get the award today. What y'all think? And then somebody might say, hey, Sheena, with them pork chops, let's do Sheena. Whatever the case. And then, we'll make it work. And then,
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
We'll talk about it some more on Wednesday and decide, I'm going to make this a whole community thing, have work with somebody, make, SEO, work with somebody, do the thumbnails, work with somebody, we could come up with ideas, the promotions, and at the same time, I can promote your stuff as well too. And also I'm gonna get a PO box when I get back and start doing more product reviews.
There you go.
Yeah, and also business reviews. So, like, you want me to do an advertisement or a plug for your business, you could hit me up. I say whatever it is I need, and then I could do a video saying, "Hey, check out T Baby's ride for your life." Okay, you go ahead. He gonna get you there safe.
There
And,
you go.
you know, hit him up.
That actually is a good. Damn, Jay, that's really good. That is a good slogan for your business. Ride for life. I like
Ride
that
for life.
because it's about, you know what I'm saying, helping people with medical needs or whatever. Ride
Right.
for your life, basically.
Hey,
I like that.
patent pending.
Yeah, I like that.
Somebody changed the name of that.
Nah,
like that.
hey, that's trademark. Nah, I'm just playing,
No,
man.
I like that.
But you
go
know
for
the word name means all of that, you know.
Hey, there you go. And with that, I'm about to get up out of here today.
Hey man, hey, I'm
Thank you.
glad I talked to you guys, and I appreciate all your advice, and I'm definitely
Absolutely.
gonna use it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you said some things and came on as well, man. And
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely, sweet. You know I love you. I'm glad you came.
Oh, I love y'all too. All y'all, Tranny, Sheena, T Baby, Distro, all y'all, John, Fudgy. Listen,
Mhm.
you know I go hard for my people. But
Mhm.
my happy behind gotta be online for work in 5 hours.
I know that's right.
And I'm up on here messing with y'all. So I'm gonna shut it down too. I hope y'all have a good one.
Y'all
Yeah.
take it easy, man. Be
All
blessed.
right. Tranny, I will reach out to you.
Yeah, Fudgy Babe, Sally Ann,
Yes.
Distro, everybody. Thanks for everything, support. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. So
All right.
peace.
Bye.
Y'all take care. Be safe.